off of his back to take home for yourself. This opportunity is a staple at Mayhem games, and you can enter to win for every single home game for the Mayhem this season. Just go to our Dash auction site and make sure to stake your claim today.
Are you thinking about starting a new career? The Georgia Department of Corrections is now hiring correctional heroes. Earn a competitive salary and advance your career through GDC. The agency is now hiring correctional officers, counselors, food service workers, and many more. Most positions require candidates to be 18 years of age or older, have a high school diploma or GED. Positions are now available across the state of Georgia. Apply now at gdcjobs.com to learn more. GDC, one team.
Calling all kids ages 4 to 14. Do you want to join the official Macon Mayhem Kids Club presented by Texas Roadhouse? With perks such as the High Five Tunnel and exclusive events with the players, joining the Macon Mayhem Kids Club is the best way to get in the game. Visit MaconMayhem.com today to learn more. Do you have a kid between the ages of 4 and 17 that wants to learn hockey? Well, the Macon Mini Mayhem program might be perfect for them. Mini Mayhem is an 8-session development program for kids of all ages and skill levels, led by the Mayhem players and coaches. If you want to learn more, visit the Macon Mayhem website today and register your child for the 2025-26 Mini Mayhem program. If you're a big jersey collector like me, then you love getting your hands on specialty jerseys, especially for your favorite team. Well, the Mayhem are fueling fans like you with our season-long jersey raffle this year. Tickets start at $5, and if you win at the end of the season, you'll take home one of all 12 specialty jerseys that the Mayhem wear this year. Make sure to follow our social media and make it out to the Macon Coliseum to see these bad boys in action, and don't wait to get in on the action for our season-long jersey raffle. Can't get enough of the Mayhem? Don't miss out on a minute of the action with Mayhem season tickets. Packages for the remainder of the 2025-26 season are still on sale and start at just $10 per game. Visit MaconMayhem.com to learn more and purchase yours today. Have a busy schedule that won't allow you to make it to every game? Try Mayhem Flex tickets. Starting at just $11 per game, Flex tickets give you 14 undated tickets that work around your schedule. Visit MaconMayhem.com to learn more today. Are you passionate about making Central Georgia a better place? Do you love hockey and enjoy all-out mayhem? If you said yes to both of these questions, then our Nonprofit of the Night program could be for you. Call our front office to be our Nonprofit of the Night for a Mayhem home game this year, and let us showcase you and your nonprofit to valuable members of our community. Let's go Mayhem.
Veterans Guardian provides a level of service that is unparalleled in the industry. Our mission is to help veterans navigate the VA disability process.
It changes their lives. It's not just the economics of an increased disability compensation. It's the recognition of what has happened to them and that it got recognized and that their service matters.
Want to dress like a pro while repping the Mayhem? Buy tickets for our Jersey Off the Back raffle for tonight's game. You'll get to meet the player and get the game-worn jersey right off of his back to take home for yourself. This opportunity is a staple at Mayhem games, and you can enter to win for every single home game for the Mayhem this season. Just go to our Dash auction site and make sure to stake your claim today.
Are you thinking about starting a new career? The Georgia Department of Corrections is now hiring correctional heroes. Earn a competitive salary and advance your career through GDC. The agency is now hiring correctional officers, counselors, food service workers, and many more. Most positions require candidates to be 18 years of age or older, have a high school diploma or GED. Positions are now available across the state of Georgia. Apply now at gdcjobs.com to learn more. GDC, one team.
Calling all kids ages 4 to 14. Do you want to join the official Macon Mayhem Kids Club presented by Texas Roadhouse? With perks such as the High Five Tunnel and exclusive events with the players, joining the Macon Mayhem Kids Club is the best way to get in the game. Visit MaconMayhem.com today to learn more. Do you have a kid between the ages of 4 and 17 that wants to learn hockey? Well, the Macon Mini Mayhem program might be perfect for them. Mini Mayhem is an 8-session development program for kids of all ages and skill levels, led by the Mayhem players and coaches. If you want to learn more, visit the Macon Mayhem website today and register your child for the 2025-26 Mini Mayhem program. If you're a big jersey collector like me, then you love getting your hands on specialty jerseys, especially for your favorite team. Well, the Mayhem are fueling fans like you with our season-long jersey raffle this year. Tickets start at $5, and if you win at the end of the season, you'll take home one of all 12 specialty jerseys that the Mayhem wear this year. Make sure to follow our social media and make it out to the Macon Coliseum to see these bad boys in action, and don't wait to get in on the action for our season-long jersey raffle. Can't get enough of the Mayhem? Don't miss out on a minute of the action with Mayhem season tickets. Packages for the remainder of the 2025-26 season are still on sale and start at just $10 per game. Visit MaconMayhem.com to learn more and purchase yours today. Have a busy schedule that won't allow you to make it to every game? Try Mayhem Flex tickets. Starting at just $11 per game, Flex tickets give you 14 undated tickets that work around your schedule. Visit MaconMayhem.com to learn more today. Are you passionate about making Central Georgia a better place? Do you love hockey and enjoy all-out mayhem? If you said yes to both of these questions, then our Nonprofit of the Night program could be for you. Call our front office to be our Nonprofit of the Night for a Mayhem home game this year, and let us showcase you and your nonprofit to valuable members of our community. Let's go Mayhem.
Veterans Guardian provides a level of service that is unparalleled in the industry. Our mission is to help veterans navigate the VA disability process.
It changes their lives. It's not just the economics of an increased disability compensation. It's the recognition of what has happened to them and that it got recognized and that their service matters.
There's something big happening in the heart of Georgia. A unique college built for women by women, Wesleyan College, accelerating equality since 1836. More than a place of learning, it's a space for empowering future leaders. Women from across the globe come to experience what makes Wesleyan the best. With small classes and dedicated faculty, students receive world-class education. Find out why you belong at Wesleyan. Book your tour today.
If you're tuning in to the Macon Mayhem on the road, there's a good chance you're at Taco Mac. The Mayhem are excited to bring back the Taco Mac Friday 4-pack for the 25-26 season. This package comes with 4 center ice tickets to any Friday home game for the Macon Mayhem this season and a $25 Taco Mac gift card. For more information, visit MaconMayhem.com today. Have a large group or office in need of a fun night out? Consider the Macon Mayhem's Coca-Cola Party Decks for a future home game. These party decks seat 30 and can hold up to 45 of your friends, co-workers, or family. There's no better way to get up close and personal with the action, so make sure to learn more today at MaconMayhem.com. Join the celebration as Minuteman Press Macon proudly celebrates 35 plus years of serving Middle Georgia with top quality print media. Minuteman Press Macon is a full-service printing, marketing, and design center. We design, print, and promote you. From business cards to building signage, we've got you covered. Promotional products? No problem. Let's keep printing and growing together. Go Mayhem! The Mayhem would like to extend a special thank you to Houston Clinic Orthopedics for being the official orthopedic provider of the Macon Mayhem. Visit one of their 15 Georgia locations for all of your orthopedic needs. Hey there, Mayhem fans. Make sure that you don't miss out on a second of the action at the Macon Coliseum this season. You can get tickets for every Mayhem home game on our website at MaconMayhem.com. You can also visit us at the Coliseum in person to avoid those fees that you pay on every ticketing website. The Mayhem are one of Macon's most affordable entertainment options and one of the most fun things that Central Georgia has to offer. So make sure that you join us the rest of the season at Macon Coliseum and get your tickets today. The Mayhem would like to extend a special thank you to Houston Clinic Orthopedics for being the official orthopedic provider of the Macon Mayhem. Visit one of their 15 Georgia locations for all of your orthopedic needs. Hey there, Mayhem fans. Make sure that you don't miss out on a second of the action at the Macon Coliseum this season. You can get tickets for every Mayhem home game on our website at maconmayhem.com. You can also visit us at the Coliseum in person to avoid those fees that you pay on every ticketing website. The Mayhem are one of Macon's most affordable entertainment options and one of the most fun things that Central Georgia has to offer. So make sure that you join us the rest of the season at Macon Coliseum and get your tickets today.
Welcome into Macon Coliseum, where we're having some technical difficulties, but it's not going to stop us from bringing you Mayhem and Marksmen hockey. I'm Graham Tuck, joined by Gabe Daniel, voice of the Fayetteville Marksmen. And Gabe, this has been definitely an interesting 48 hours here in Macon, but last night, that game for the Mayhem against the Marksmen, one that Macon will want to forget and Fayetteville won't forget anytime soon.
Yeah, no, Fayetteville certainly wants to build off of what they had last night and, build off of the weekend they had against Pensacola, as this team certainly turned into a different direction, and it really showed, especially last night, that they were able to have memory of a goldfish and, kind of throw away that 3-1 loss to the Knoxville Ice Bears, where it was a game where Fayetteville really wasn't outplayed. They just had luck go towards the other end, but last night you wouldn't have thought that, especially with the way that they were moving quick in transition, especially with the Fetchko brothers on the wing, picking up speed in the neutral zone, and also just how well they played a perimeter game when it was 5-on-5 hockey.
Yeah, absolutely. In the defensive zone, it was locked down all night long for the Marksmen, and then in the offensive zone, that line in particular of Marcus Fetchko, John Monkovich, and Matt Wiesner, they had their fingerprints all over that game. Trey Fetchko had some good looks. Sam Onzai was great. Kyler Head, big body, getting in the scoring, the dirty areas. There's really nobody on the Marksmen that had a bad game last night. Ryan Kenny was fantastic in net. It's just one of the most complete performances that we've seen from an opponent here in Macon Coliseum this season. It's been not a bad season for the Mayhem in terms of blowout losses. That's something that this fan base has seen a couple of over the last decade plus, but not so much this year. It's been a tough out for their opponents every night when they come to play the Mayhem. Last night was a different story. The Marksmen really just having their way, and honestly, with the way that the season coming to a close, so many games against each other the rest of the way. The Mayhem have 14 games left, 6 of them coming against the Marksmen. It's got to set the tone, right? You talked about it yesterday. That's definitely a tone-setting win.
Yeah, and also another player that wasn't mentioned as much, Colton Wilkie, had 2 assists last night as well, and just the way that he has played this season has been really special, especially for this Marksman team. You have him start out the year as winger, where he wasn't having a bad start, but not as fast of one as he did have once he made the move to the blue line. And I think making that transition actually helps out your team a little bit more, because as a defenseman, a little bit better how to get the puck out of your own zone and really help out the wingers and your center. And it certainly showed last night, especially with Wilkie also having a little bit of an offensive upside to his game. You saw the shots he was taking last night, not afraid to skate the puck in deep, and you also saw players like McCrory not afraid to step back and fill in that defensive position, so those defensemen can also help contribute offensively as well.
Yeah, it was a complete showing, and something that the Mayhem are going to have an answer for tonight. Honestly, I talked about my keys to the game on the in-arena segment. It was definitely an interesting thing to try to break down when you have such a complete win and performance by the opposing team. But one of the things that I think the Mayhem have to do tonight is just match the desperation of the Marksmen. Still sitting in last place, Fayetteville, but only by 1 point and only a couple points out of a playoff spot. The Marksmen definitely have been playing with desperation, even in the Thursday night loss to Knoxville. They dominated the shots on goal department, just didn't get the bounces, as you said, but the Marksmen were definitely the more desperate team. They had a lot of urgency, and you could see it from the jump that they were the better team. The other thing that I want to talk about here is special teams. It didn't play a large part in last night's game. Both teams only getting one chance, or one power play, I should say. It was a double minor for the Mayhem and then a 2-minute minor penalty for the Marksmen that they had the opportunity on. But special teams has killed the Mayhem this weekend. You have a 4-minute double minor against the Marksmen, a chance to take a 1-0 lead. You don't convert, and then right back the other way, a 1-0 lead for Fayetteville. It didn't play a large part in terms of penalties on the score sheet last night, but you got to think that special teams are going to come into effect at some point here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And you look at the penalty kill here for Fayetteville, and that's been something that's kind of hampered them a little bit, especially in the earlier half of the season. But you look at their last handful of games, it's been players willing to do whatever it takes to get it done, and that's stepping in the way of lanes, blocking shots, and getting the puck out of the zone, and something that they have really stayed true to. Especially you look at it last night, you have Ryan Leaf, you have Colton Wilkie, not afraid to step up in front of those shots. Caden Cahill a little bit against Pensacola as well, not afraid to step into it and block those shots and really help out Ryan Kinney.
Absolutely. This is going to be a fun one to watch, hopefully. A little bit more entertaining than the one last night, at least for Mayhem fans. 5-1 win last night for Fayetteville. We'll have round 2 for you next. We'll take a quick break before we bring the starting lineups to you from here in Macon.
Recognize then that the service matters.
College, built for women, by women. Wesleyan College, accelerating equality since 1836. More than a place of learning, it's a space for empowering future leaders. Women from across the globe come to experience what makes Wesleyan the best. With small classes and dedicated faculty, students receive world-class education. Find out why you belong at Wesleyan. Book your tour today.
If you're tuning in to the Macon Mayhem on the road, there's a good chance you're at Taco Mac. The Mayhem are excited to bring back the Taco Mac Friday 4-pack for the 25-26 season. This package comes with 4 center ice tickets to any Friday home game for the Macon Mayhem this season and a $25 Taco Mac gift card. For more information, visit MaconMayhem.com today. Have a large group or office in need of a fun night out? Consider the Macon Mayhem's Coca-Cola Party Decks for a future home game. These party decks seat 30 and can hold up to 45 of your friends, co-workers, or family. There's no better way to get up close and personal with the action, so make sure to learn more today at MaconMayhem.com. Join the celebration as Minuteman Press Macon proudly celebrates 35 plus years of serving Middle Georgia with top quality print media. Minuteman Press Macon is a full-service printing, marketing, and design center. We design, print, and promote you. From business cards to building signage, we've got you covered. Promotional products? No problem. Let's keep printing and growing together. Go Mayhem! Would like to extend a special thank you to Houston Clinic Orthopedics for being the official orthopedic provider of the Macon Mayhem. Visit one of their 15 Georgia locations for all of your orthopedic needs. Hey there, Mayhem fans. Make sure that you don't miss out on a second of the action at the Macon Coliseum this season. You can get tickets for every Mayhem home game on our website at MaconMayhem.com. You can also visit us at the Coliseum in person to avoid those fees that you pay on every ticketing website. The Mayhem are one of Macon's most affordable entertainment options and one of the most fun things that Central Georgia has to offer. So make sure that you join us the rest of the season at Macon Coliseum and get your tickets today. Want to dress like a pro while repping the Mayhem? Buy tickets for our Jersey Off the Back raffle for tonight's game. You'll get to meet the player and get the game-worn jersey right off of his back to take home for yourself. This opportunity is a staple at Mayhem games, and you can enter to win for every single home game for the Mayhem this season. Just go to our Dash Auction site and make sure to stake your claim today.
Are you thinking about starting a new career? The Georgia Department of Corrections is now hiring correctional heroes. Earn a competitive salary and advance your career through GDC. The agency is now hiring correctional officers, counselors, food service workers, and many more. Most positions require candidates to be 18 years of age or older, have a high school diploma or a GED. Positions are now available across the state of Georgia. Apply now at gdcjobs.com to learn more. GDC. One team.
Calling all kids ages 4 to 14. Do you want to join the official Macon Mayhem Kids Club presented by Texas Roadhouse? With perks such as the High Five Tunnel and exclusive events with the players, joining the Macon Mayhem Kids Club is the best way to get in the game. Visit MaconMayhem.com today to learn more. Do you have a kid between the ages of 4 and 17 that wants to learn hockey? Well, the Macon Mini Mayhem program might be perfect for them. Mini Mayhem is an 8-session development program for kids of all ages and skill levels, led by the Mayhem players and coaches. If you want to learn more, visit the Macon Mayhem website today and register your child for the 2025-26 Mini Mayhem program.
Back inside the Macon Coliseum, Gabe Daniel here alongside Graham Tuck. It's time to introduce our starting lineups to you. And over for the Fayetteville side, if it's not broke, don't fix it. You have Tyler Love and Colton Wilkie starting things off on the blue line where, well, the two of them got pretty active yesterday, especially on the score sheet. It was Colton Wilkie with 2 assists, Tyler Love getting a helper in there as well. Then up front you'll have John Monkovich with Matt Wiesner and Marcus Fetchko, Ryan Kinney in goal. And Graham, who do we have over on the Macon side?
It's going to be a very similar forward group to who we saw yesterday. A lot of them, actually. It'll be Michael Herrera, who yesterday with a secondary assist on the goal for Macon extended his point streak to 6 games, the longest of any Mayhem player this season. He's out there with Justin Kelly, who scored the Mayhem goal yesterday on a deflection, and Connor Witherspoon, who leads the team and all skaters in this game with 32 points. On the blue line, it's a new look pairing as of this week. Evan Beers and Michael Krupinski. Beers having a goal-scoring hot streak as of late. He's seeing a little bit more ice time. He's going to play on the left side with Krupinski, the right shot second-year player, on the right. And in between the pipes, it'll be Josh Boyko getting his 3rd consecutive start of the weekend. And that's definitely an interesting sight after Bailey Birkin got his first action in return from injured reserve yesterday. Boyko pulled with just over 9 minutes gone in the second period. Birkin coming in relief, got his feet underneath him a little bit, made some great saves, but Boyko got home with the loss, and he's going to be tasked with getting a win and 2 points out of this weekend that has not gotten off to a great start for Macon.
Yeah, and you have to wonder if it was a move yesterday that was more of a message for the team in front of Boyko instead of, Boyko having not so good of a game. He did everything he could in the beginning of that before it was Bailey Birkin coming in for relief. So you have to wonder if it's just one of those moves where you can get Boyko's mind right for tomorrow, send a message to the team saying, hey, have a little bit of more fire for you. But over on the Fayetteville side, I would have to imagine that acting head coach Hayden Holton is just saying, hey, exact same thing as yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely, and I love starting this line. For both teams, the Monkovich, Wiesner, Marcus Fetchko line, they were all over the place yesterday. We talked about it already. But for the Mayhem, this line has been the one that you really need to drive things for you. Obviously, you have other contributors, Mateo Ybarra, Jake Goldowski, Connor May, Stefan McLakos. This line isn't the only one that can get the job done, but if you're going to succeed, you need these 3 guys, Herrera, Kelly, and Witherspoon, to show up on the score sheet. They're showing up on the score sheet, but you need them to take control of the game early, in this one especially.
Yeah, and just looking back to last night, late in the game, especially when, it looked like Fayetteville had already made the game decided, you still see Herrera and Witherspoon and Kelly just out there working in the corners like it was a 0-0 game, especially with Kelly not afraid to still go to the net front and battle, and him battling led to that lone goal for the Mayhem last night, but also with Herrera and Witherspoon. You saw Witherspoon's shot late in the game where he was falling down, was still able to backhand it on net. So obviously with the fight that those showed last night, no surprise to see him here in the starting lineup tonight.
Absolutely not. We'll take another quick break before we bring you the opening puck drop. It's the Mayhem dressed as the River Monsters and the Fayetteville Marksmen for round 2, and a chance for the Marksmen to get 4 points out of this weekend. The Mayhem looking to get any at all. After a bad start to the 3-game set, we'll have round 3 of each team's weekend next.
If you're a big jersey collector like me, then you love getting your hands on specialty jerseys, especially for your...
There's something big happening in the heart of Georgia. A unique college built for women by women, Wesleyan College, accelerating equality since 1836. More than a place of learning, it's a space for empowering future leaders. Women from across the globe come to experience what makes Wesleyan the best. With small classes and dedicated faculty, students receive world-class education. Find out why you belong at Wesleyan. Book your tour today.
If you're tuning in to the Macon Mayhem on the road, there's a good chance you're at Taco Mac. The Mayhem are excited to bring back the Taco Mac Friday 4-pack for the 25-26 season. This package comes with 4 center ice tickets to any Friday home game for the Macon Mayhem this season and a $25 Taco Mac gift card. For more information, visit MaconMayhem.com today. Have a large group or office in need of a fun night out? Consider the Macon Mayhem's Coca-Cola Party Decks for a future home game. These party decks seat 30 and can hold up to 45 of your friends, co-workers, or family. There's no better way to get up close and personal with the action, so make sure to learn more today at MaconMayhem.com. Join the celebration as Minuteman Press Macon proudly celebrates 35 plus years of serving Middle Georgia with top quality print media. Minuteman Press Macon is a full-service printing, marketing, and design center. We design, print, and promote you. From business cards to building signage, we've got you covered. Promotional products? No problem. Let's keep printing and growing together. Go Mayhem! Would like to extend a special thank you to Houston Clinic Orthopedics for being the official orthopedic provider of the Macon Mayhem. Visit one of their 15 Georgia locations for all of your orthopedic needs. Hey there, Mayhem fans. Make sure that you don't miss out on a second of the action at the Macon Coliseum this season. You can get tickets for every Mayhem home game on our website at MaconMayhem.com. You can also visit us at the Coliseum in person to avoid those fees that you pay on every ticketing website. The Mayhem are one of Macon's most affordable entertainment options and one of the most fun things that Central Georgia has to offer. So make sure that you join us the rest of the season at Macon Coliseum and get your tickets today. Want to dress like a pro while repping the Mayhem? Buy tickets for our Jersey Off the Back raffle for tonight's game. You'll get to meet the player and get the game-worn jersey right off of his back to take home for yourself. This opportunity is a staple at Mayhem games, and you can enter to win for every single home game for the Mayhem this season. Just go to our Dash Auction site and make sure to stake your claim today.
Are you thinking about starting a new career? The Georgia Department of Corrections is now hiring correctional heroes. Earn a competitive salary and advance your career through GDC. The agency is now hiring correctional officers, counselors, food service workers, and many more. Most positions require candidates to be 18 years of age or older, have a high school diploma or GED. Positions are now available across the state of Georgia. Apply now at gdcjobs.com to learn more. GDC. One team.
Calling all kids ages 4 to 14. Do you want to join the official Macon Mayhem Kids Club presented by Texas Roadhouse? With perks such as the High Five Tunnel and exclusive events with the players, joining the Macon Mayhem Kids Club is the best way to get in the game. Visit MaconMayhem.com today to learn more. Do you have a kid between the ages of 4 and 17 that wants to learn hockey? Well, the Macon Mini Mayhem program might be perfect for them. Mini Mayhem is an 8-session development program for kids of all ages and skill levels, led by the Mayhem players and coaches. If you want to learn more, visit the Macon Mayhem website today and register your child for the 2025-26 Mini Mayhem program. If you're a big jersey collector like me, then you love getting your hands on specialty jerseys, especially for your favorite team. Well, the Mayhem are fueling fans like you with our season-long jersey raffle this year. Tickets start at $5, and if you win at the end of the season, you'll take home one of all 12 specialty jerseys that the Mayhem wear this year. Make sure to follow our social media and make it out to the Macon Coliseum to see these bad boys in action, and don't wait to get in on the action for our season-long jersey raffle. Can't get enough of the Mayhem? Don't miss out on a minute of the action with Mayhem season tickets. Packages for the remainder of the 2025-26 season are still on sale and start at just $10 per game. Visit MaconMayhem.com to learn more and purchase yours today. Have a busy schedule that won't allow you to make it to every game? Try Mayhem Flex tickets. Starting at just $11 per game, Flex tickets give you 14 undated tickets that work around your schedule. Visit MaconMayhem.com to learn more today. Are you passionate about making Central Georgia a better place? Do you love hockey and enjoy all-out mayhem? If you said yes to both of these questions, then our Nonprofit of the Night program could be for you. Call our front office to be our Nonprofit of the Night for a Mayhem home game this year, and let us showcase you and your nonprofit to valuable members of our community. Let's go Mayhem.
Veterans Guardian provides a level of service that is unparalleled in the industry. Our mission is to help veterans navigate the VA disability process.
It changes their lives. It's not just the economics of an increased disability compensation. It's the recognition of what has happened to them and that it got recognized and that their service matters.
Want to dress like a pro while repping the Mayhem? Buy tickets for our Jersey Off the Back raffle for tonight's game. You'll get to meet the player and get the game-worn jersey right off of his back to take home for yourself. This opportunity is a staple at Mayhem games, and you can enter to win for every single home game for the Mayhem this season. Just go to our Dash Auction site and make sure to stake your claim today.
Are you thinking about starting a new career? The Georgia Department of Corrections is now hiring correctional heroes. Earn a competitive salary and advance your career through GDC. The agency is now hiring correctional officers, counselors, food service workers, and many more. Most positions require candidates to be 18 years of age or older, have a high school diploma or GED. Positions are now available across the state of Georgia. Apply now at gdcjobs.com to learn more. GDC. One team.
Calling all kids ages 4 to 14. Do you want to join the official Macon Mayhem Kids Club presented by Texas Roadhouse? With perks such as the High Five Tunnel and exclusive events with the players, joining the Macon Mayhem Kids Club is the best way to get in the game. Visit MaconMayhem.com today to learn more. Do you have a kid between the ages of 4 and 17 that wants to learn hockey? Well, the Macon Mini Mayhem program might be perfect for them. Mini Mayhem is an 8-session development program for kids of all ages and skill levels, led by the Mayhem players and coaches. If you want to learn more, visit the Macon Mayhem website today and register your child for the 2025-26 Mini Mayhem program. If you're a big jersey collector like me, then you love getting your hands on specialty jerseys, especially for your favorite team. Well, the Mayhem are fueling fans like you with our season-long jersey raffle this year. Tickets start at $5, and if you win at the end of the season, you'll take home one of all 12 specialty jerseys that the Mayhem wear this year. Make sure to follow our social media and make it out to the Macon Coliseum to see these bad boys in action, and don't wait to get in on the action for our season-long jersey raffle.
Back here inside the Macon Coliseum, Gabe Daniel joined alongside Graham Tuck for Game 2 here this weekend between Fayetteville and Macon for the Chuck Norris Cup. And one more special shout out to Fayetteville head coach Kyle Sharkey, not with the team, but for a very good reason, having a newborn child. So congratulations to him and the rest of the Sharkey family, as it will be assistant coach Hayden Holton serving as the interim head coach here tonight. Anthony Yerkins back on the bench, this time in a different role as the interim assistant coach.
Should be a fun one to watch tonight, Gabe, as the Mayhem are looking to get right. They've been outscored 8-2 over the last 120 minutes of hockey that they've played in the last 48 hours. Has not been a good showing to start out this 5-game homestand. Season long, 5 games at home between this weekend and the next for Macon. They've got to try to salvage some points and turn this stretch around, because the next 3 games are really going to make or break their season. This one against Fayetteville, and then 2 next weekend at home against Birmingham. If they can't get some much-needed points out of this, it's going to be a tough hill to climb from the outside looking into the playoff picture. It'll be Witherspoon and Wiesner for the draw at center ice as the Mayhem donning their River Monsters jerseys for the final time.
As the face-off, won back over to Tyler Love. He'll rim that one around.
Boyko's going to stop it behind the net. Krupinski will start the slow breakout for the Mayhem, wearing their black with blue River Monsters jerseys. It's sent back, Fayetteville wearing their road whites. Mayhem an entry here as Kelly into the zone, leaving it for Beers.
As it's taken away here by Wilkie, he'll try to play that one hard around the board.
Herrera will end up keeping it at the blue line and in the neutral zone. It'll be taken all the way back after he couldn't keep the zone. Kelly turns and fires right back in. He's up the far wall, cutting into the slot, and a chance on to Kenny saved. A slap shot from Ford to the inboards. It's on the outside of the net, chopped at there by Herrera, and he never got a shot on goal. Ford with it again at the blue line after a keep. Kelly sending it cross ice. Witherspoon on the backhand. Goldowski fresh off the bench. Couldn't get it on net. A good first shift for the Mayhem.
As it's taken out of the zone here by Wilkie, banked it off the boards.
And now Goldowski will pick it up on the near side. In the O-zone, a slap shot. It was a little bit of a change-up. Goes over the glove of Kenny up into the air in the neutral zone.
As that puck will drop right down here over to Murphy, carrying it down left wing side pass, and the slot, he shoots, he scores! It's Blake Humphrey again, and Fayetteville leads 1-0.
One shot, one goal for the Marksmen. Gabe, I don't know what more you can do there. You're all over the Marksmen in the offensive zone, just can't get back. And that's been the story of the weekend for the Mayhem. Just a really unfortunate turn of events, and what a pass that was on the entry, though. Humphrey with a good shot, well placed, blocker side of Boyko.
Is off the draw, it's worked back over to Leaf. Crossed over to Murphy, who's going to bring it into the zone again, looking for a pass over to the right wing side, but it's stripped away here, as it will be Reutman who played that one around the boards as the Mayhem skated out of the zone.
That goal coming with just a minute 14 off the clock as the Mayhem in their zone now. It'll be sent to the circles for Krupinski. His shot wide of the far side post. The Mayhem doing a better job so far tonight at generating offense, albeit just in the first 2 minutes. Krupinski, after an outlet pass, will take it up the near wing side. 18:06 to go, first period. Mayhem with some O-zone time.
As it was Karan able to clear that one away.
Witherspoon picks it back up. Here's Kelly at the high slot, looking for a tip from Herrera. Didn't quite get one.
As it's played up to Kyler Head, he's able to get that one at center ice, but just out of the reach here of Trey Fetchko. But it'll be worked back here by Bergstrom. He's able to feed that one back over as it's up along the wall.
Allison recollects for the Mayhem in center ice. Touch pass creates a 2-on-1 from Witherspoon. Herrera to the far circle for Kelly. Save, made, rebound for Witherspoon. He slipped and fell. Ford put it back to the net front, and it's taken out, covered by Ryan Kenny. What a rebound chance that time for Witherspoon.
And I really like that play by Kenny. He's able to stretch the leg pad over and at least kick it further away, so he's able to get back up and into position before anyone could pick up that loose puck.
And this is, albeit you're already down 1-0, already I would say a better start for the Mayhem than the night before. Last night you're living in the offensive zone much more. You're getting to the interior as well. That's a huge key here as Goldowski's able to win the O-zone draw to the left side for Kenny. Stick side. And Ford will pick it back up, put it down low, looking for Chris Mott.
As it's stripped away here by Leaf, he's able to find it up to Onzai, and the headman pass here for Cahill just out of the reach, and it'll be an icing here on Fayetteville with 17-13 left to go here in the opening frame.
Gonna try to do our best with the audio-only feed tonight to give you guys a good update on time on the clock. Unfortunately, technical difficulties here in the Macon Coliseum. So no video feed tonight. We'll try to get one up for you after the conclusion of the game. Witherspoon will take the draw, near side circle, O-zone for the Mayhem. 1-0 Marksman lead on an early goal from Blake Humphrey.
This face-off was won back over to Holmes. He got it out of the zone.
Mayhem getting it right back in, though. Witherspoon going to work on the forecheck, far side, sent around to the near side corner. Herrera picks it up, trying to move it towards the bottom of the circles. He ended up putting it down low for Justin Kelly. Circles to the far side, cutting to the slot, had it slip away.
stripped away here by Cahill. He'll feed a saucer pass with a backhand. Cahill regroups it here at center ice before it just went off his stick again.
A neutral zone turnover for the Marksmen. They'll end up getting it right back before putting it into the glove of Michael Krupinski, who does a good job to muscle it into the zone. Nobody able to go get it for the Mayhem.
Holmes will backhand that one cross ice up to Wilkie. The headman pass just out of the reach for Cahill once more.
Krupinski with a D-zone possession, setting up the breakout. Evan Beers right up the middle of the ice. Kelly a good touch to it. Ybarra's in off the bench to the far side corner. Goldowski picking it up near side, putting it back behind the net for Ybarra. They'll cycle. Ybarra on the backhand to the slot, and a shot look there for Chris Mott. Missed the net.
As it's picked up here by Monkovic. Beautiful stretch pass over to Wilkie, and Wilkie will work it right back over to Monkovic. Has it poked away here at center ice.
Goldowski moving into the O zone. Evan Beers doing some work to help him keep the puck. Far side, selling a shot. Ybarra shoots, and a save from Kenny with the arm. Chris Mott will pick it back up far corner on the rebound. Good stop. Best of the night so far for Ryan Kenny. Ybarra, a good play along the wall to keep possession for Macon. Beers, a head fake, cutting to the top of the circle. He lost it, and a clear here for Fayetteville as Macon goes back to chase the puck in their own zone. Ybarra moves it over to Hayden Ford in his second game back from the ECHL. He moves under the shadow of the scoreboard, enters the zone all by himself. Ybarra lost the puck, and now a keep here for Connor May. He's got a man as he cuts to the net front. May lost it. It goes behind the net. To the far corner it goes. Nathan Carl, after being scratched last night, picks it up behind the net. Here's Stefan McClonkos on the near side wall. Cutting up to the blue line, firing, a stick stop from Kenny. The rebound to the far corner for Hayden Ford. He'll take it behind the net on the backhand to the near side. Still on the backhand up to the blue line for McClonkos. The Mayhem trail 1-0. That shot deflected. Goes to the near side corner. Ford to the wall for Carl. Up to the blue line. The Mayhem cycling well here. McClonkos through traffic, blocked down in front. And I think that one went all the way into the glove of Ryan Kenny.
Yeah, and you see Connor May and looks like Matt Wiesner tangled up there on the doorstep, but a great job there by Wiesner to tie the man up and allow Kenny to control that, as May was a little too distracted with that battle.
That's going to take us to a timeout. 14:52 to go in the first period. The Mayhem have had the majority of the possession time, but an early goal from Blake Humphrey has the Marksmen on top, 1-0.
Want to dress like a pro while repping the Mayhem? Buy tickets for our Jersey Off the Back raffle for tonight's game. You'll get to meet the player and get the game-worn jersey right off of his back to take home for yourself. This opportunity is a staple at Mayhem games, and you can enter to win for every single home game for the Mayhem this season. Just go to our Dash Auction site and make sure to stake your claim today.
Are you thinking about starting a new career? The Georgia Department of Corrections is now hiring correctional heroes. Earn a competitive salary and advance your career through GDC. The agency is now hiring correctional officers, counselors, food service workers, and many more. Most positions require candidates to be 18 years of age or older.
Face off in the offensive zone for Witherspoon. He loses this one.
As it's back over to Wilkie, he'll try to bank that one off the boards. A bouncing puck, unable to reach Kyler Head, but it's worked back over to Wilkie, who will cross it over to Love. Tipped into the zone here by McCrory.
Boyko coming out of his crease to play it. The Mayhem have had the majority of the possession time here as Boyko has to melt that one. Kyler Head with a quick chance after a defensive miscue from the Mayhem, but the shots on goal through that first PTO, Gabe. 14:31 to go in the first. Shots now 7-2 Mayhem. It's 1-0 though, and honestly, there's not anything that Josh Boyko could have done on that shot.
Yeah, and it feels like a completely different start to this when you see the Mayhem coming out with a little bit of more fire in their bellies, as it's going to be an offensive zone draw here for the Marksmen to the left of Boyko, as Onzai tossed that one up along the wall.
It'll be flipped out over the scoreboard almost, and in the neutral zone, Chris Mott able to get it deep. No forecheckers for the Mayhem yet.
As it'll be Ryan Leith from back behind his own net. He'll pass it over to the right wing side as it's off the boards. It'll connect here with Murphy. Hard rim around the boards.
Boyko steps out to play it. To the far side he goes. Mayhem buzzing here, trying to get their entries together. Goldowski cuts right up the middle, but lost it.
As that was Humphrey stripping that one away. He'll bank it off the boards, trying to find it over to Murphy.
And Evan Beers had it stripped from him in the neutral zone, still able to fire it in towards Kenny and let the Mayhem complete a five-man change.
So Leith from the trapezoid will skate it over to the left before a pass through center that connects here to McCrory. McCrory, a drop pass for Holmes, unable to find it on net. McCrory picks it up on the rebound, and he'll play that one around here for Murphy, where Murphy was able to dodge a hit. Cross-ice pass, Trey Fetchko tried a shot. It was blocked up front, and Fetchko battling for it back below the goal line.
3-on-2 develops for the Mayhem. 3-on-3 as getting back. Well done there. The Marksmen change, and they'll move back through neutral ice.
As it's taken back away here by Trey Fetchko, he'll saucer that one up over to Karan, who will work it back into the trapezoid, allowing for the last leg of that line change. As Karan sweeps it over to the left side, here's Bergstrom fluttering that one back into the trapezoid.
Mayhem trying to get out here. Witherspoon, does he have enough speed to poke it out of the zone? Niklakos, a good stick tie up? No.
Beautiful feed here from Karan to find it over to Trey Fetchko. It'll be worked up top to Karan in the deep slot, a shot. And Boyko able to make the save here with 12:45, where now Fayetteville starting to get a little bit more comfort in terms of zone time.
The Mayhem look like they're trying to match the speed game that the Marksmen had yesterday, and definitely not exactly their game typically. They're more of a work it around the zone, see what they can do, traffic in front. You saw that in the beginning here, but nothing since. It's been Marksman possession for the last couple of minutes.
Wiesner winning the draw, back to Wilkie, a quick shot, unable to find its way on net, and Wiesner will backhand that one over to Monkovic, who's getting swarmed here in the corner. Good screen here by Wiesner, allows Monkovic to skate away as he tried to rim that one around the boards, but Macon able to intercept.
Justin Kelly on the backhand puts it behind the net for Hayden Ford. A good touch pass at the red line by Herrera. Witherspoon into the zone, waits for reinforcements, finds Kelly. His shot missed the net to the short side.
And it'll roll over to Marcus Fetchko. A nice saucer pass connects here to Wilkie, who tried to pass that one right to the slot. But Macon tries to clear it out. Wilkie holding the line as it'll be worked down low over to Wiesner before it's taken away here.
Herrera right up the middle. You could hear the hammering hit there from Michael Krupinski. Witherspoon receives a cross-ice pass from Kelly, and it's just off the blocker of Kenny. Kelly putting it back down low. Herrera racing for it on the far side board, slings it right back around. And Kelly's the only man left from that unit that's still on the ice. He couldn't get there in time as Fayetteville moves the other way. But it's off the body of Connor May, and Drew Welsh gets right back to the forecheck.
Colton Wilkie able to get that puck back. He'll wrap that one around for Holmes and unable to connect with Fetchko as the Mayhem have it here in the neutral zone.
Connor May after the entry pass. It's blockered up over the crossbar by Kenny through the legs of Drew Welsh behind the net. Messier with a hit on Anzai, but the Marksman will step into the puck here.
Monkovic lifting that one up and out. Rolling puck. Not far enough for the icing.
Noah Reutman, who had his first pro point last night, an outlet pass to Drew Welsh, who carries across the offensive zone blue line. Messier, a shot looking for a tip. Welsh, a rebound. Kenny with the back foot made the stop on the rebound attempt for Drew Welsh. That shot from the blue line misses the net, goes to the end boards. A good look on the rebound for Drew Welsh. Best scoring chance of the night so far for Macon, as Parker Allison will pick it back up. Off the stick of Ford, a turnover.
Intercepted here by Humphrey. He'll work it over to Murphy, looking for a pass in the slot, but the Mayhem intercept.
Ybarra building some speed through the neutral zone. Golowski out in front. Ybarra, oh, nearly just beat him on the short side, but a toe save by Ryan Kenny. That was a no move. He just left the puck behind, tried to sneak it by the skate of Kenny on the near side, and he just got the skate blade to it.
As McCrory tries to play that one back to a defenseman, got hauled down. Play continues as it'll be picked up here by Carant from his own zone. Cross ice, feeding it over to Bergstrom. The headman pass out of the reach of McCrory, but it'll find its way back to Carant, who will skate it around his own goal line before getting it up to Bergstrom. Murphy's cross ice pass a little ahead of Trey Fetchko, and the Mayhem able to get this one right back.
Beyond the midway point of the first period, 9:53 to go in the first. Mayhem moving into the zone with Michael Herrera. Drops pass to Kelly. His shot deflected by a body. Herrera gets the rebound on the far side corner. Mayhem moving left to right here in the first period. Herrera putting it below the goal line for Kelly along the end boards behind the net of Kenny. Krupinski stepping into the puck, trying to take it to the corner. It gets through the skate of Witherspoon at the blue line, and Evan Beers goes back to chase. Evan Beers setting up the slow breakout. The Mayhem have dominated possession here, Gabe, except for a couple of shifts for the Marksmen, but scoring in transition as they did all night yesterday. and they lead 1-0.
Is this one taken away here by Tyler Love? A quick backhand cross ice, feeds it to Wilkie. Saucer pass intended for Fetchko, gets gloved down by the Mayhem. But Wilkie able to regain possession here at center ice. He'll backhand that one into the zone off the boards, and Reutemann here to take it away for the Mayhem.
I've really liked what I've seen out of Reutemann in his first couple of games, first handful. This is number 3. Had the assist on the goal by Kelly last night, the shot from the blue line as the Mayhem ice it here, and that'll take us to a timeout. 8:49 to go in the first. It's 1-0 Fayetteville thanks to the goal from Blake Humphrey.
The Mayhem would like to extend a special thank you to Houston Clinic Orthopedics for being the official orthopedic provider of the Macon Mayhem. Visit one of their 15 Georgia locations for all of your orthopedic needs. Hey there, Mayhem fans. Make sure that you don't miss out on a second of the action at the Macon Coliseum this season. You can get tickets for every Mayhem home game on our website at maconmayhem.com. You can also visit us at the Coliseum in person to avoid those fees that you pay on every ticketing website. The Mayhem are one of Macon's most affordable entertainment options and one of the most fun things that Central Georgia has to offer. So make sure that you join us the rest of the season at Macon Coliseum and get your tickets today.
Here inside the Macon Coliseum, it's 1-0 Marksmen, thanks to Blake Humphrey's 9th goal on the season, and he has just been on a tear in his last handful of games.
Yeah, the real beauty on that play, even with a great shot from Humphrey, was the pass by Murphy to set him up in the slot. What a shot that was, and what a setup. Just moving in quick transition. That's been the Marksmen's game.
As Onside try to win this one back, but the Mayhem able to clear it away, but not out, as Bergstrom will send that one over, and it looked like he was going to go for cross-ice dump in, but Humphrey not able to get enough air on that one. Impressive hops, but it hit his skate as soon as he had jumped, and it'll be offside here on the Marksman with 8:41 left to go.
Yeah, that one was weird. The dump-in attempt from the red line just hitting Humphrey, who was offside as he jumped about 12 inches up into the air in the skate.
So a neutral zone draw here right outside of the Macon zone. McCrory to take it here against Goldowski.
A clean win for Goldie as it'll be put up the ice by Ybarra. Allison had a touch too. Nathan Carl filling in on this line for a shift. He'll send it around the end boards. Ford pinching in to try to keep it in possession for Macon before Kyler Head will step into it.
Head with it here in the near corner.
Good forechecking check from Ybarra there.
As McCrory able to get it out of the zone here with a pass up over to Trey Fetchko. As Fetchko's knocked off the puck, he's able to spin around and get it right back, and then his pass to the point gets blocked, and Goldowski
Oh, wow, dancing all the way in. Goldowski carries it to the goal line on the backhand, sends it to the slot for Welsh, rolls on Kenny, and he pokes it away. What a solo effort that was from Goldowski. He blocked the pass and ended up bringing it all the way into the bottom of the circles to set up Welsh.
Kyler Head will dump this one in.
May dumping it off the boards in front of the Mayhem bench. Messier putting it back. Drew Welsh on the forecheck, making something happen. Putting it up the wall. An interception here for May after Fayetteville tried to get out. Putting it into the body of Drew Welsh, who lost it to Wiesner.
As Wiesner will elect to backhand that one as he took a lap around the net. It'll connect over to Love, who tried to feed it over to Marcus Fetchko.
Messier entering the zone. A quick shot. He scores! What a snipe and the first pro goal for Max Messier. Bottom of the far circles, and he ties this game.
As that was a great takeaway here at center ice. Max Messier had the 2-on-1 opportunity, but he hangs on to it with the left wing side, takes the shot, and just beats Kenny right around the elbow on the glove side. And we have a tie game here with 7:20 left to go here in the first period.
12:40 time of the goal. That was a great play on the forecheck by Messier. I was just getting ready to mention the Mayhem going with 11 forwards tonight rather than the 10 they had last night, trying to get some extra firepower. Scoring's been a difficulty for them. Messier, one of those extra guys, and he makes the play on the forecheck, snipes it short side, top corner over Kenny's glove.
As the Marksmen control it here off the draw. Holmes across to Anzai, who tipped it out of the zone.
A touch pass. It's a 2-on-2 entry for the Mayhem, and a good poke check there at the blue line by Holmes. They originally give an assist there to May, by the way. Looked unassisted to me, but I'm not sure. The Mayhem in the zone, and Ford, his touch pass for, Reutman, not quite kept at the blue line. The Mayhem will reset, and that's a big goal for the Mayhem to get after they dominated possession time. They found themselves down early. They've evened it back up. As Witherspoon settles a shot off the post, a toe drag released for Witherspoon, and he rang iron. Kelly looking for a tip from Witherspoon, and it goes wide. Hayden Ford in the near corner has the puck back, working around Holmes, leaving it for Witherspoon on the tie-up along the boards. Ford will walk it behind the net. Waits, shoots, and a save from Kenny on the inside look for Hayden Ford.
After that Messier goal, it certainly has given Macon some extra life. As last night you saw Messier just throwing the body around like crazy, trying to get something going for his team. Instead, he decides to put the puck into the net tonight. And this Mayhem team looking a lot different.
Absolutely. This is a completely different squad than we saw last night. Messier only had 2 points on the season coming into tonight. Already top 15 single season all-time in penalty minutes for the Macon Mayhem at 88 on his rookie campaign, but now he's got a goal to go with it. He had a game earlier this season where he was a goal shy of a Gordie Howe hat trick. See if he's got that in store tonight. McLachos does good work at the defensive blue line to get it out, but now Fayetteville moving in.
Colton Wilkie able to intercept that at center ice, crossed it over to McCrory, and he's able to feed it right back over to Wilkie, who tried to work it back up top, and Kyler Head will have to race after it here in his own zone. Head able to pick it up. He'll wait back in the trapezoid of his own end before working it over to Love, who took a big hit there, and that's going to get called.
Ybarra is going to go to the box here. We'll see. Wilkie didn't like it a whole lot. That is going to be the first penalty of the game here, and it was Love that took a rough ride along the boards. Luckily, looks like he's okay. Mayhem only found themselves in the box twice last night, and one of them was a too many men call inside the final minute of regulation. They're going to go to the kill first here tonight. And they're talking about if this should be a 2 or a 5, I believe.
Yeah, and it'll be a little bit different again here tonight with the 4-man officiating crew.
Looked like I saw the hand signal. 2 minutes for boarding to Ybarra will be the penalty with 5:42 to go in the first period. All things considered, though, if you're going to take a penalty, this is probably a good time to do it because you have the timeout due in the next 42 seconds, so you get a chance to reset.
So a Fayetteville power play that had a lot of good looks last night will have a chance here to get back in front and try to change the way this game has gone, as it seems like the Mayhem have all of the momentum right now after that Messier goal. As this draw, Juan back over to Wilkie. He'll walk the blue line, taking a shot right to Boyko, and a whistle here with 5:36 left to go.
Mayhem technically 2 for 2 on the penalty kill last night. Marksman 0 for 2 on the power play, but one of those power plays, like I mentioned, inside the final minute of regulation in a 5-1 game. So really 0 for 1. The refs swallowed their whistles for the most part last night. Good first chance on special teams for Fayetteville.
Monkovich able to win this one back to Humphrey. Worked up top. Here's Wilkie with it. Cross ice. It's Marcus Fetchko. Back to Wilkie in the deep slot. A one-time feed for Humphrey just over the net, and it'll ride the boards around.
Lacos did a good job there on the boards.
A nice leap into the air by Wilkie to hold that one in. Humphrey across the Fetchko. Down low, it's Monkovich. As he'll walk it, top of the circle. Here in the deep slot, tries a shot that goes over the net and off the glass. The Mayhem able to clear it out of the zone, but Ryan Kinney well out of the crease and will elect to pass this one up. He connects here with Humphrey, but Humphrey will work it back into his own zone.
That's a good strong clear there by Allison. Got a lot of elevation to send it high and hard off the glass. A lot of times you see that be kept. No chance there at the blue line for Wilkie.
As it was a nice entry here by Trey Fetchko, cross corner dump in, but the Mayhem already with some good pressure back below the goal line, cleared away but held in at the last second here by Karan as it's back where Boyko will play it, but intercepted again here by Fensterstock.
So I just talked about the high clear from Allison. 2 low clears from Krupinski both get intercepted and kept in the zone, and he eventually does keep it here. But that's the benefit to trying to go up. A lot of times you get scared. You don't want that delay of game penalty, but if you can hit it high off the glass, you have a much higher success rate of clearance.
The cross-ice bank pass just goes a little out of the way of the intended target, and Fayetteville offside here with 4:12 left to go. Timeout on the ice. We'll take one here as well. We're tied at 1. You're watching the SPHL TV, well, listening here on YouTube.
There's something big happening in the heart of Georgia. A unique college built for women by women, Wesleyan College, accelerating equality since 1836. More than a place of learning, it's a space for empowering future leaders. Women from across the globe come to experience what makes Wesleyan the best. With small classes and dedicated faculty, students receive world-class education. Find out why you belong at Wesleyan. Book your tour today.
If you're tuning in to the Macon Mayhem on the road, there's a good chance you're at Taco Mac. The Mayhem are excited to bring back the Taco Mac Friday 4-pack for the 25-26 season. This package comes with 4 center ice tickets to any Friday home game for the Macon Mayhem this season and a $25 Taco Mac gift card. For more information, visit MaconMayhem.com today.
Back inside the Macon Coliseum, you're listening to us here on YouTube. Apologize for the miscue there before we went to the break, but it's carried into the zone here by Kyler Head. He'll walk the blue line looking for a cross-ice feed here for Monkovich, as it'll be a battle here along the boards. Humphrey getting involved, trying to work it back up top, as it'll finally be taken away here by Monkovich. Too many guys in the way there. Shot up front. Monkovich trying to get the second chance opportunity, but it'll go around the boards. Up to Marcus Fetchko. Wilkie to Fetchko. Shoots one. It's blocked. And Monkovich tried to settle that one, but Allison takes it away, sends it all the way back, and a foot race for the puck, but looks like Colton Wilkie got the better end of that one, as he's going to get a little bit of help here from Ryan Lee.
A takeaway below the goal line by Goldowski. That was good work right out of the box by Mateo Ybarra to get there and make that a difficult retrieval for Fayetteville, as Reutemann keeps it in the defensive zone. A couple great saves from Boyko there on the last couple seconds of the power play, especially short side, shutting down the angle. Good positioning there.
Is this one taken away by Leith here in the near corner of the Fayetteville zone? He'll work it over to the right wing side, where it'll be skated up here by Murphy. Dancing his way around. Entry on the right wing side goes to the far corner, where Reutemann is able to grab that one and send it out of the zone. But it'll fall right to the feet of Ryan Leith, and Leith will get the headman feed up to McCrory, who's going to elect to clear that one around, and it'll connect here with Cahill.
Good job finishing checks there by Krupinski and Reutemann as Witherspoon dances through the defensive zone. A pass to Herrera. He's bumped off the puck, and now Fayetteville enters.
Karan, a cross-ice pass. Here's Cahill, winds up, and a save made here by Boyko, as it's going to be a battle here along the boards.
It's good rebound control by Boyko, but unfortunately Krupinski had lost his stick, so now a board battle.
Worked up top. Here's Bergstrom with it. Tried a shot, and that stick just snapped right in half off the wrister, as it will be worked out of the zone here by the Mayhem.
3-on-2 developing. Kelly through the neutral zone to Herrera. 4-on-2 now. Herrera shoots, rebounds there. It's over the head of Kelly. He took a stick up high, and he can't believe it. He's struggling to get back to himself, and now he picks up his stick to the slot for Witherspoon. Wow, what a pass by Kelly. Injury and all, sending it to the slot for Kelly. Rolls on him, loose puck still, into the body of Ford. Now on his skates, he sends it back door for Witherspoon. Pass was blocked by his own man. Ford off the wall looking for Witherspoon. Kelly down low. Below the goal line, Kelly dangling behind the net. Takes it to the near side. Here's Ford settling a pass, and a shot blocked there by Cahill. All the way out it goes, and Allison will pick it up at the red line. 1:27 to go in the first period, as Herrera had to kick that puck to himself to keep possession, but his teammates were offside.
Yeah, a flurry of chaos there for the Mayhem, but Ryan Kinney able to weather that storm, and a lucky break for the Marksmen with that offside call.
What a shift there from Justin Kelly. Took the stick or equipment, whatever it was, up high. No penalty call, and then he ended up getting his stick back and making a great pass to the slot for Witherspoon. just couldn't get the shot away. Face-off win for Connor May in his own half of the ice. Up it goes, and Nathan Carl will carry in on the backhand. Carl in his second stint with the Mayhem sends it back to Max Messier, who's got the Mayhem goal tonight.
Monkovic tried to drop that one back to Fetchko as it's held in here at the blue line. Monkovic able to at least hold it in a little bit more before the Mayhem.
An entry here for Carl. It goes through the legs of Leith as he was looking for May. Messier finishes his check. May a pick up here at the blue line. Toe drag, keeping it in his reach for a moment. Leith lost it to Messier, putting it to the corner for Carl. Lost his stick as he tumbled. 42 seconds to go in the first. Loose puck pops out to May. Fake the slap shot, now shoots right into the glove of Kenny. And he'll hold on with 37.9 to go in the first period. Still tied at 1 here, Mayhem and Marksmen. Goals from Blake Humphrey at 1:14 and Max Messier at 12:40 to tie this one up. It's been pretty much all Mayhem in this one, save for a couple of good chances, and then the power play, obviously, for Fayetteville.
Yeah, the star of the show right now is Ryan Kinney, as you saw that grab out of the air to get the whistle.
A good shot fake there from May. A clean face-off win here for Goldowski. He's out there with Ybarra and McLakos as Allison will send it in. Ybarra going to work along the wall. Ford putting it to the crease. Ryan Kenny lost it for a moment. He played it with the glove, went up into the air. Did a good job to stick that one to the boards before Allison fires it right back in. 20 seconds left in the first.
As Holmes will wrap that one around the glass. A little too much of an odd bounce here for Humphrey to play it, so it'll roll back here into the Macon zone.
10 seconds left, maybe one last rush. Krupinski on the breakout, looking for McLakos. Finds him at the red line. An entry here, pass too far for Ybarra. Can he settle a shot instead? Yes, he does, and Kenny holds on the far side wrister from Ybarra. Not much of a look there, but he got a shot on regardless. And 1.1 seconds left on the clock here as Kenny makes what I believe to be his 16th or 17th save of the period.
Yeah, the Mayhem obviously not happy with how the last two nights went for them, and it's certainly showing with how they're playing so far through this first 19 minutes and 59 seconds. A chance for a quick one here as they do pull Boyko for the extra attacker.
6-on-5, May can't win the draw to a clean shooter position. And the Mayhem, a good 20 minutes. The Marksmen probably happy to escape this one tied at 1. They opened the scoring at 1:14 with Blake Humphrey and his 9th goal of the season, but then Max Messier answers with his first professional goal at 12:40, a snipe over the shoulder of Ryan Kenny, and the Mayhem and Marksmen are tied at 1 through 20 minutes of play. Your thoughts on that first frame, Gabe?
You know, it was really good for Ryan Kenny and then Blake Humphrey, but you know, you got to generate more shot opportunities as 17-7. A little bit different than what the Marksmen have seen so far, but you have to wonder what Coach Holton's going to talk about here in the locker room. I imagine that, you know, the intermission break's going to be a good reset. Again, it's the third game in 3 days for both teams, so fatigue can't really be an excuse. And, you know, with the back-to-back, both teams are waking up and showing up to the rink at the exact same time. So it'll be really interesting to see what we have here. But we'll go ahead and step aside here for a little bit before we bring you your first intermission report. Again, Gabe Daniel alongside Graham Tuck. You're listening here on YouTube.
The Mayhem would like to extend a special thank you to Houston Clinic Orthopedics for being the official orthopedic provider of the Macon Mayhem. Visit one of their 15 Georgia locations for all of your orthopedic needs. Hey there, Mayhem fans. Make sure that you don't miss out on a second of the action at the Macon Coliseum this season. You can get tickets for every Mayhem home game on our website at maconmayhem.com. You can also visit us at the Coliseum in person to avoid those fees that you pay on every ticketing website. The Mayhem are one of Macon's most affordable entertainment options and one of the most fun things that Central Georgia has to offer. So make sure that you join us the rest of the season at Macon Coliseum and get your tickets today. Join the celebration as Minuteman Press Macon proudly celebrates 35 plus years of serving Middle Georgia with top quality print media. Minuteman Press Macon is a full-service printing, marketing, and design center. We design, print, and promote you. From business cards to building signage, we've got you covered. Promotional products? No problem. Let's keep printing and growing together. Go Mayhem!
There's something big happening in the heart of Georgia. A unique college built for women by women, Wesleyan College, accelerating equality since 1836. More than a place of learning, it's a space for empowering future leaders. Women from across the globe come to experience what makes Wesleyan the best. With small classes and dedicated faculty, students receive world-class education. Find out why you belong at Wesleyan. Book your tour today.
If you're tuning in to the Macon Mayhem on the road, there's a good chance you're at Taco Mac. The Mayhem are excited to bring back the Taco Mac Friday 4-pack for the 25-26 season. This package comes with 4 center ice tickets to any Friday home game for the Macon Mayhem this season and a $25 Taco Mac gift card. For more information, visit maconmayhem.com today. Have a large group or office in need of a fun night out? Consider the Macon Mayhem's Coca-Cola party decks for a future home game. These party decks seat 30 and can hold up to 45 of your friends, co-workers, or family. There's no better way to get up close and personal with the action, so make sure to learn more today at maconmayhem.com. Want to dress like a pro while repping the Mayhem? Buy tickets for our Jersey Off the Back raffle for tonight's game. You'll get to meet the player and get the game-worn jersey right off of his back to take home for yourself. This opportunity is a staple at Mayhem games, and you can enter to win for every single home game for the Mayhem this season. Just go to our Dash auction site and make sure to stake your claim today.
Are you thinking about starting a new career? The Georgia Department of Corrections is now hiring correctional heroes. Earn a competitive salary and advance your career through GDC. The agency is now hiring correctional officers, counselors, food service workers, and many more. Most positions require candidates to be 18 years of age or older, have a high school diploma or GED. Positions are now available across the state of Georgia. Apply now at gdcjobs.com to learn more. GDC. One team.
Calling all kids ages 4 to 14. Do you want to join the official Macon Mayhem Kids Club presented by Texas Roadhouse? With perks such as the High Five Tunnel and exclusive events with the players, joining the Macon Mayhem Kids Club is the best way to get in the game. Visit maconmayhem.com today to learn more. Do you have a kid between the ages of 4 and 17 that wants to learn hockey? Well, the Macon Mini Mayhem program might be perfect for them. Mini Mayhem is an 8-session development program for kids of all ages and skill levels, led by the Mayhem players and coaches. If you want to learn more, visit the Macon Mayhem website today and register your child for the 2025-26 Mini Mayhem program. If you're a big jersey collector like me, then you love getting your hands on specialty jerseys, especially for your favorite team. Well, the Mayhem are fueling fans like you with our season-long jersey raffle this year. Tickets start at $5, and if you win at the end of the season, you'll take home one of all 12 specialty jerseys that the Mayhem wear this year. Make sure to follow our social media and make it out to the Macon Coliseum to see these bad boys in action, and don't wait to get in on the action for our season-long jersey raffle. Can't get enough of the Mayhem? Don't miss out on a minute of the action with Mayhem season tickets. Packages for the remainder of the 2025-26 season are still on sale and start at just $10 per game. Visit maconmayhem.com to learn more and purchase yours today. Have a busy schedule that won't allow you to make it to every game? Try Mayhem Flex tickets. Starting at just $11 per game, Flex tickets give you 14 undated tickets that work around your schedule. Visit maconmayhem.com to learn more today. Are you passionate about making Central Georgia a better place? Do you love hockey and enjoy all-out mayhem? If you said yes to both of these questions, then our Nonprofit of the Night program could be for you. Call our front office to be our Nonprofit of the Night for a Mayhem home game this year, and let us showcase you and your nonprofit to valuable members of our community. Let's go Mayhem.
Veterans Guardian provides a level of service that is unparalleled in the industry. Our mission is to help veterans navigate the VA disability process.
It changes their lives. It's not just the economics of an increased disability compensation. It's the recognition of what has happened to them and that it got recognized and that their service matters.
Would like to extend a special thank you to Houston Clinic Orthopedics for being the official orthopedic provider of the Macon Mayhem. Visit one of their 15 Georgia locations for all of your orthopedic needs. Hey there, Mayhem fans. Make sure that you don't miss out on a second of the action at the Macon Coliseum this season. You can get tickets for every Mayhem home game on our website at maconmayhem.com. You can also visit us at the Coliseum in person to avoid those fees that you pay on every ticketing website. The Mayhem are one of Macon's most affordable entertainment options and one of the most fun things that Central Georgia has to offer. So make sure that you join us the rest of the season at Macon Coliseum and get your tickets today.
Back here at Macon Coliseum, tied at 1 after 20 minutes of play. The Mayhem and the Marksmen, third game of the weekend for both teams, second in as many nights against each other. And it has been a hotly contested first 20 minutes, with the Mayhem having the better of play so far. I'm Graham Tuck with Gabe Daniel, voice of the Fayetteville Marksmen, bringing you the audio here on the Mayhem YouTube. Internet issues here in Macon, so no video feed tonight, but we appreciate you joining us from wherever you may be. Gabe, a good first 20, a great start for Macon in the first minute actually, and then right the other way, first chance of the game, first shot of the game for Fayetteville. Blake Humphrey getting on the board.
Yeah, Humphrey's just one of those dynamic skaters and has really started to turn on the burners for his game in the last handful. I believe that is now 6 goals in his last 6 games. That streak would have continued had he had a little bit more puck luck there on Thursday night, but he's just been one of those younger players, and I think the stats are finally catching up to him in the way that he's played. And of course, Shane Murphy starting that whole play with, again, in transition, he was able to bring it into the left wing side and then find it over to Humphrey, who was right there in the slot, and it gets past Boyko, and then you have a little bit of a miscue back on the Marksman side where it was Max Messier able to intercept it in the neutral zone, carry it down on the left wing side as the Marksmen were embracing the pass for the 2-on-1, and Messier elected to shoot, and good thing he did as we're tied at 1. But the Mayhem definitely had a chip on their shoulder with the way that things went for them the last 2 games, and it definitely showed as they outshot 17-7.
Yeah, it's been a good 20 for the Mayhem. The Marksmen definitely want to tighten things up defensively, and they were You know, they allowed 30-plus shots last night. They're over halfway there, the Mayhem are, through 20 minutes. And we'll keep you updated on all of the ink on the score sheet since there's no live info going into the SPHL website. Scoring started at 1:14, the goal for the Marksmen, Humphrey from Murphy to start things off, and then Messier from May as it stands. They gave Messier the assist, or they gave May the assist, but we don't have a replay to refer back to, so I'm defaulting to what they announced here in-house. It looked unassisted to me, but we'll give May the assist for now. Help him break out of a cold spell because Connor May needed that point in a big way. He's now up to 9 assists on the season. Only other ink on the score sheet after the Messier goal to tie it at 12:40 was a 2-minute boarding penalty to Mateo Ybarra at 14:08, giving the Marksmen the game's only power play so far, and the Marksmen did not convert. Some good penalty killing from the Mayhem, especially Josh Boyko. 6 minutes left in the first intermission, and we will have the second period here for you next. On YouTube, it's the Mayhem and the Marksmen tied at 1 through 20.
And exclusive events with the players. Want to dress like a pro while repping the Mayhem? Buy tickets for our Jersey Off the Back raffle for tonight's game. You'll get to meet the player and get the game-worn jersey right off of his back to take home for yourself. This opportunity is a staple at Mayhem games, and you can enter to win for every single home game for the Mayhem this season. Just go to our Dash Auction site and make sure to stake your claim today.
Are you thinking about starting a new career? The Georgia Department of Corrections is now hiring correctional heroes. Earn a competitive salary and advance your career through GDC. The agency is now hiring correctional officers, counselors, food service workers, and many more. Most positions require candidates to be 18 years of age or older, have a high school diploma or GED. Positions are now available across the state of Georgia. Apply now at gdcjobs.com to learn more. GDC, one team.
Calling all kids ages 4 to 14. Do you want to join the official Macon Mayhem Kids Club presented by Texas Roadhouse? With perks such as the High Five Tunnel and exclusive events with the players, joining the Macon Mayhem Kids Club is the best way to get in the game. Visit MaconMayhem.com today to learn more. Do you have a kid between the ages of 4 and 17 that wants to learn hockey? Well, the Macon Mini Mayhem program might be perfect for them. Mini Mayhem is an 8-session development program for kids of all ages and skill levels led by the Mayhem players and coaches. If you want to learn more, visit the Macon Mayhem website today and register your child for the 2025-26 Mini Mayhem program. If you're a big jersey collector like me, then you love getting your hands on specialty jerseys, especially for your favorite team. Well, the Mayhem are fueling fans like you with our season-long jersey raffle this year. Tickets start at $5, and if you win at the end of the season, you'll take home one of all 12 specialty jerseys that the Mayhem wear this year. Make sure to follow our social media and make it out to the Macon Coliseum to see these bad boys in action, and don't wait to get in on the action for our season-long jersey raffle. Can't get enough of the Mayhem? Don't miss out on a minute of the action with Mayhem season tickets. Packages for the remainder of the 2025-26 season are still on sale and start at just $10 per game. Visit MaconMayhem.com to learn more and purchase yours today. Have a busy schedule that won't allow you to make it to every game? Try Mayhem Flex tickets. Starting at just $11 per game, Flex tickets give you 14 undated tickets that work around your schedule. Visit MaconMayhem.com to learn more today. Are you passionate about making Central Georgia a better place? Do you love hockey and enjoy all-out mayhem? If you said yes to both of these questions, then our Nonprofit of the Night program could be for you. Call our front office to be our Nonprofit of the Night for a Mayhem home game this year, and let us showcase you and your nonprofit to valuable members of our community. Let's go Mayhem.
Veterans Guardian provides a level of service that is unparalleled in the industry. Our mission is to help veterans navigate the VA disability process.
It changes their lives. It's not just the economics of an increased disability compensation. It's the recognition of what has happened to them and that it got recognized and that their service matters.
There's something big happening in the heart of Georgia. A unique college built for women by women, Wesleyan College, accelerating equality since 1836. More than a place of learning, it's a space for empowering future leaders. Women from across the globe come to experience what makes Wesleyan the best. With small classes and dedicated faculty, students receive world-class education. Find out why you belong at Wesleyan. Book your tour today.
If you're tuning in to the Macon Mayhem on the road, there's a good chance you're at Taco Mac. The Mayhem are excited to bring back the Taco Mac Friday 4-pack for the 25-26 season. This package comes with 4 center ice tickets to any Friday home game for the Macon Mayhem this season and a $25 Taco Mac gift card. For more information, visit maconmayhem.com today. Have a large group or office in need of a fun night out? Consider the Macon Mayhem's Coca-Cola party decks for a future home game. These party decks seat 30 and can hold up to 45 of your friends, co-workers, or family. There's no better way to get up close and personal with the action, so make sure to learn more today at maconmayhem.com. Join the celebration as Minuteman Press Macon proudly celebrates 35 plus years of serving Middle Georgia with top quality print media. Minuteman Press Macon is a full-service printing, marketing, and design center. We design, print, and promote you. From business cards to building signage, we've got you covered. Promotional products? No problem. Let's keep printing and growing together. Go Mayhem!
Back inside the Macon Coliseum, getting ready to go here for period number 2. We're tied at 1 aside, despite Macon outshooting the Marksmen 17-7. And what has been a phenomenal showing here from Ryan Kinney, especially in the first 20 minutes, where the Marksmen need to knock the rust off they saw in that first 20, and they'll look to do so with Onzai here to take the draw. He has Humphrey and Murphy at the wing, so switching that up a little bit back at defense, they'll have Wilkie and Karan.
Mayhem going to control off the opening draw of the second period here. With as many tight games as the Mayhem have been in, this is only the 14th time that they've been tied after 1. They're right at about 500, 6-5-4 in games when tied after 20 minutes. Mayhem with an entry here. Out in front, Herrera! Oh, he scores! Between the legs from behind the goal line by Krupinski. What a tuck for Michael Herrera!
And that was just a beautiful play here by Krupinski as he was able to find Herrera, and Herrera just able to tuck that stick right between his legs.
Disgusting from Michael Herrera. Right on the doorstep, Kenny was up in a stand-up position, looking over his shoulder to see Krupinski behind the net. Put it out where Herrera could get a touch on it. A nasty goal to give the Mayhem a lead here. Just 21 seconds in to the second period, and the Mayhem have a 2-1 lead.
And you know, if Ryan Kinney looks back at this and re-listens, I want to apologize to him for the announcer's jinx there as it's wrapped around. Here's Fetchko with it right wing side. He'll stretch it up over to Wiesner. Around the boards it'll go.
21 seconds into the period, I should say. 21 seconds, time of the goal. Herrera from Krupinski and Witherspoon has given the Mayhem a 2-1 lead. Already their highest single-game goal-scoring output of the weekend is now Messier looking for his second. Put it on to Kenny and a stop from the Marksman goaltender. I have to take credit here, at least to some extent, Gabe. I did remember my good luck first intermission coffee tonight, and it paid off almost immediately with that goal from Herrera.
There's a nice battle here in front of the benches, allows that puck to roll back here for Ryan Leith, and from the trapezoid, he'll stretch it over to the left wing side where they find Marcus Fetchko skating here through center. Fetchko's forced over to the right wing side, and it'll be taken away here by the Mayhem as it's worked back over here to Deneen.
Up the ice it goes, and That was almost a 3-on-2 for the Mayhem. They just couldn't get it going. And Deneen will send it back to Reutman. And now McClockos chips it in. He's out there with Ybarra and Goldowski for this shift. That's a little bit of a mix-up. That was Welch's McClockos' shot. He just missed the net. A good touch pass to the slot by Ybarra.
Is off the glass. It was intended here for Trey Fetchko, but it'll roll right to the tape of Deneen.
Ybarra into the zone. Shot. He scores! Toe drag release from Mateo Ybarra, and the dam has broken. It's 3-1. Monkey off the back for Mateo Ybarra. A little bit of a scoreless streak. He gets his 12th of the season to take sole control of the team lead. 3-1 Mayhem. 2:09 time of the goal.
And that just goes back to what we had talked about last night, where Fayetteville really needed to keep it a perimeter game, and you'll see a timeout called right here where the Marksmen look to weather the storm.
And it looks like the Marksmen are going to take their timeout. And the Mayhem finally getting the bounces to go their way. They're going to give another assist to Noah Reutman, so he's now up to 2 assists in 3 games, and Goldowski gets an assist as well. That's now 8 players with points already in this one for the Mayhem. And that's a great, you see Coach Pshenichny on the Mayhem bench giving his team a round of applause. A great start to this period. And they've kept the pressure up that they started in the first 20. How do you get out of this? Obviously the timeout huge. It's an early call for Hayden Holton on the bench, but I think probably a good time for that timeout.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, after 2 quick goals by the River Monsters, you want to get that timeout call, try and weather the storm, and, you know, not let 2 become 3, as it looks like they'll get a personnel swap out there as well. Ryan Kinney staying between the pipes. As off the draw, it's Cahill with it, trying to work this one to the corner. His initial shot was blocked, as it'll be a battle here along the boards. Cahill able to get back to his feet, had a brief moment of possession there before the River Monsters cleared the zone, but back to intercept it here was Bergstrom. Batted out of the air here by Leith, as he was able to poke that one through center, as that one will be fired in. Ryan Kinney will settle it here for Leith. Passing it over to the left wing side. The headman tipped into the zone here by Cahill, and a rolling puck crosses the goal line, but no icing.
Beers will pick it up in his own end, near corner. He's taken down there by Fensterstock. Out to the slot, a good pass by Fensterstock, but it was right to the tape of Nathan Carl. A tight turn, and he made his man miss. That was a charging attempt there by Trey Fetchko. And the Mayhem moving back the other way. Good stick by Wilkie.
Is back to race after it was Karan, who tried to play that one up along the wall. It'll be Trey Fetchko trying to battle it out.
Allison a shot, the rebound from Kenny. Herrera was swinging at it from his stomach right at the top of the crease, but he couldn't get it to go.
Kyler Head able to fight that one into the zone here to the near corner, as it'll go back up along the wall.
Messier bodied off the puck there by Head, and Fayetteville taking it back at their own blue line. Things have kind of calmed down since that timeout.
As it's crossed over, Holmes feeding it up to McCrory here, right wing side. McCrory with it, top of the circle, tries a cross-ice feed, and that will take a weird hop up into the air. As it stays in play, Kyler Head trying to work it back up top, but McClockos able to break that play up.
Allison a slap shot onto Kenny from the neutral zone. He sticks it into the netting, out of play. The Mayhem getting their 3rd goal of the night when they score 3+, 17-2 this season. Problem is, in game number 44, they've only done it 19 times. So the goal scoring has been an issue for the Mayhem this season, and not tonight, especially in the second period. 2 goals already, 15:59 left to go in the second period. Ybarra's going to take the draw with Goldowski and McClockos flanking him to the left and right respectively. Ybarra, face-off win. Goldowski works it to Deneen, walking to the slot. His shot off the glove of Kenny, and it rolls to the far corner. McClockos jockeying for position with Wilkie, bumped it out to Goldowski, and now Fayetteville breaking away.
As it's passed up, Marcus Fetchko cross corner dump in off to the race, but Reutman winning that battle to the puck as McLaughlin will send it over to Goldowski, but it'll go all the way back in an icing here on Macon with 15:36 left to go and a good chance for an offensive zone draw here for the Marksmen. As it looks like they'll have Matt Wiesner take it. You've seen Monkovich also at the face-off dot a couple of times here tonight and last night as well. As looked like it's tied up here, thrown to the corner, and Reutman tried to bank it off the glass and out of the zone, but instead it'll go out of play. And we'll get a whistle here with 15:32 left to go in the middle frame.
So that's a real veteran play from a real young guy in Reutman. He goes high off the glass in the defensive zone. At the angle that he threw that puck, there's no chance that's getting out of the zone. But after the icing, it goes up into the netting and out of play and lets the Mayhem get the guys they want over the boards.
As this draw got tossed along the half wall on the far side. As the battle commences back below the goal line. Wiesner trying to get a centering feed, but that one getting broken up. As it's worked back over, Holmes lofting that one well into the air, and it hit the video board here at center ice, and another puck out of play brings us a whistle with 15:12 left to go.
So I think that one would have hit the video board regardless, but not to be lost that we did spend about 10 minutes earlier this afternoon analyzing the video board height today with team president and owner Alex Wall and Chuck Norris, and settled on a good height, but he was like, I'm sure if we lower it, it's definitely going to hit it tonight, and lo and behold, we did get a puck to the video board. Ozone draw coming up for Witherspoon's line, out there with Kelly and Herrera. Kelly had the goal last night. His two line mates both have a point tonight. They combined on the Herrera goal. Witherspoon working on the forecheck. Eventually be Fayetteville carrying it away.
As Phil Caron will walk it into the zone here on the left wing side. As back below the goal line, who'll elect to backhand that one around the boards, trying to feed it over for Humphrey, but it'll go right along the wall and held in here by Bergstrom, who tries a shot. Redirected here to the far corner, and Humphrey poked off the puck.
Allison picks it up behind the goal line in his own zone, hounded by Humphrey, who lost his stick. That was another twig that hit the ice, and now Macon looking to get out. To Herrera at center ice. He gloves it down, leaves it for Hayden Ford. He's been quiet since coming back from the ECHL. He's going to go for a change here after getting it deep.
As that one's played around, Bergstrom working it up over to Trey Fetchko, and Fetchko will walk it around. A quick lap in front of his own net before he's going to get some speed here on the right wing side. Shot from the top of the circle up and over as it'll ride the boards around. You saw Murphy head right over to the half wall to try and hold the line. It'll be fired back into the zone here, but the Marksmen have to get back on side.
Yeah, just a bit too eager there from Trey Fetchko. It's going to let Reutman have a chance to start the breakout from behind his own net. Stick taken away from Ybarra, so no icing here, and the Marksmen getting out.
Ryan Kinney with a stretch pass there, but a couple of miscues will lead to an icing here on Fayetteville, this time with 13:47 left to go. That'll bring us to a timeout. We'll take one as well. It's 3-1 Mayhem as you're listening here on YouTube.
There's something big happening in the heart of Georgia. A unique college built for women by women, Wesleyan College, accelerating equality since 1836. More than a place of learning, it's a space for empowering future leaders. Women from across the globe come to experience what makes Wesleyan the best. With small classes and dedicated faculty, students receive world-class education. Find out why you belong at Wesleyan. Book your tour today.
If you're tuning in to the Macon Mayhem on the road, there's a good chance you're at Taco Mac. The Mayhem are excited to bring back the Taco Mac Friday 4-pack for the 25-26 season. This package comes with 4 center ice tickets to any Friday home game for the Macon Mayhem this season and a $25 Taco Mac gift card. For more information, visit MaconMayhem.com today.
Ozone draw coming up for the Mayhem. 13:47 to go in the second period. Shots on goal, 23-7 Macon. Josh Boyko has not had to make a stop yet here in the second period. And this faceoff's going to be a long way from him. Connor May to the blocker side of Ryan Kenny. He can't win it, though. A clear out to center ice by the Marksmen. Krupinski gloved it down. Wilkie will enable the Marksmen to get it deep, but Krupinski waiting for it behind the goal line. He'll send it off the end boards to Beers. Stretch pass up the ice to Messier. He's got the first of the 3 goals for the Mayhem tonight. The one in the first period. That one's poked out by Kenny right to Carl. And the Mayhem have some ozone time here. Sent to the slot by Carl. Nifty pass, but it's right to the stick of Holmes. And now the Marksmen will move the other way.
Kyler Head here on the left wing side. He'll elect to fire that one in right on Boyko as it sticked here to the far side half wall. Worked up top. Bergstrom, great hustle to jump into the play to get it further into the zone, and Fetchko lost his footing there on that board battle as a rolling puck comes all the way back into the Fayetteville zone, and Caron will have a pass from the right wing side as it's tipped in here by Head.
That was a good hit by Carl on that last ozone possession for the Marksmen, and looked like it was Fetchko wanting a penalty, but not going to get one.
You can also visit us at the Coliseum in person to avoid those. Mayhem moving the other way here. It's Goldowski. Lost it at center ice to Monkovic. And the Marksman moving in. Good play at the blue line, though, by Ybarra to bump him off the puck. And now Goldowski with an entry. Goldowski up the far side. His shot right into Kenny's glove from the corner. Nice angle for the shot attempt, trying to sneak one by Kenny. He didn't have any of it, though. 12:20 to go in the second. And the Mayhem lead this one 3-1. They've changed the secondary assist on the Ybarra goal, by the way. It's Ybarra from Reutman and Kelly, not Goldowski. Still 8 different players with a point tonight for the Mayhem so far. Pretty similar to what we saw from the Marksmen last night, Gabe.
Yeah, and that whistle right there was a really important one, especially for Kenny to, get a feel for the puck again and get a couple of saves back under his belt after a shaky start here to the second period as it's tossed up along the wall. Kyler Head able to backhand this one around here for Leith. As that pass intended for Fetchko took a weird bounce. He had McCrory back to regroup with the puck, but it'll be worked out of the zone here by Macon.
At the blue line, Witherspoon fishes it into the zone, but back to get it here is Leith.
Ryan Leith in the trap is away right behind Kenny. We'll work it over to Holmes here on the left side. As it's passed up here. Head trying to drop it back, looking for Trey Fetchko as that one goes up along the wall, sent out of the zone before it's redirected back here in the corner. As it's back below, Head trying to play that one around to the far corner, and it looks like it'll be Deneen picking it up. Heckled here by Fetchko, but a clear possession here by the Mayhem as they'll work it out of the zone this time.
Herrera will skate back into his own end here. 11:20 to go in the second period. Mayhem moving right to left in the middle frame. Marksman moving left to right. Rebrand night for the Mayhem, second of 2 as the Okmulgee River Monsters. Mentioned it in the pregame as he skates in. Witherspoon, Herrera, and Kelly, the 3 that started the game for Macon. They're the 3 that have to drive things offensively, and they all have a point tonight here in the second period. Puck caught in Messier's equipment. It did end up leaving the zone just over the blue line, so the Mayhem will have to change.
So 3-1 our score here as it's passed up to Wiesner here on the left wing side. He'll throw that one back below the goal line, and Boyko able to wrap that one up over to Messier.
Into the zone they go, but Carl was bumped off the puck.
As it's walked into the zone, a quick shot here as it's going to be worked back the other way.
A good block by May. He got it from Mott. He enters back to Welsh, not Mott. That 3-on-2 was affected by the bad pass from May, who's got an assist in this one. Ybarra dangling right in front of the boards. Ybarra to his knees, put it down low to May. Touch pass back to Ybarra. On the backhand, he cuts in. The Mayhem still with possession here. Ybarra top of the far circle, had it poked away from him. And now the Marksman with a chance, but Krupinski a good play on the back check to prevent the breakaway for Marcus Fetchko. Welsh in the far corner will send it off the boards to Krupinski. Good keep at the blue. He'll put it through traffic, looking for a tip from Goldowski. Never got one. To the ends boards it goes. Ybarra to the skates of Goldowski, a little bit behind Welsh, and now Marcus Fetchko maneuvers through center.
As Fetchko was able to chip that one in the zone, it's quickly taken back away as Goldowski banks it out of the zone here.
It'll be Welsh losing it to Monkovic, but getting the puck right back is Macon, as Goldowski nearly offside, had to wait for Ybarra to touch up. And Krupinski at the red line, a nifty play, skates in, put it around the boards back to himself, feeding it through the legs of the defender Marcus Fetchko, and Karan picks it back up for Fayetteville before Goldowski gets the puck, putting it back down low. Looks like there's a marksman skater slow to get up. I believe that's McCrory. Looks like he's going to be okay. Marcus Fetchko looking for him far side.
That one just right off the stick of McCrory, but he's going to go right to the board battle and try to get some help here from Trey Fetchko as that one bounces right in the slot. Monkovic able to hold the line as they'll work it back down low. Trey Fetchko looking for a centering feed. Catches a defenseman, but unable to get the one-time opportunity as there was a ripper there from Kyler Head. As it'll be a battle here in the corner. Kyler Head able to sweep in and poke that one away, try to work it up top to Leith, but that gets intercepted. The Mayhem able to clear that one out as it's going to be slapped over. Fetchko with it from his own zone. Trey Fetchko, that is. As he'll lift that one up and out of the reach of Wilkie, it'll go to the far corner of the Macon zone.
Put in deep here by Herrera. The Mayhem on their heels a little bit here, but nothing in the way of scoring chances as Herrera, a big hit there on Wilkie.
As Monkovic trying to give a cross-ice feed here for Marcus Fetchko. That one just out of the reach. But the marksman able to work it back the other way. Here's Monkovic with it again, trying to dance around, a drop pass, and then Wiesner just plucked away off the shot, and now the Mayhem have numbers.
4-on-2, they come in. Great block by Allison. Messier drops it back for him. His shot into Kenny, and he holds on with 7:32 to go in the second. What a block that was with the stick by Allison, preventing a 3-on-1 after the good entry by Monkovic. We'll take a break here. 3-1, the Mayhem lead here in the second period against the Fayetteville Marksmen.
Would like to extend a special thank you to Houston Clinic Orthopedics for being the official orthopedic provider of the Macon Mayhem. Visit one of their 15 Georgia locations for all of your orthopedic needs. Hey there, Mayhem fans. Make sure that you don't miss out on a second of the action at the Macon Coliseum this season. You can get tickets for every Mayhem home game on our website at maconmayhem.com. You can also visit us at the Coliseum in person to avoid those fees that you pay on every ticketing website. The Mayhem are one of Macon's most affordable entertainment options and one of the most fun things that Central Georgia has to offer. So make sure that you join us the rest of the season at Macon Coliseum and get your tickets today.
Back inside the Macon Coliseum, it is a 3-1 lead here for the Mayhem, as the Mayhem also leading the shot department 25-7. And what's been a much better night for Macon, and certainly the answer you need after last night.
Absolutely, and after the day before as well. It has been a rough go over the last 48 hours for Macon, and they're getting their feet underneath them a little bit, but the job far from over. Far from over. Ozone draw for the Mayhem. They can't win it. Ybarra was tasked with it, and Fayetteville goes the other way.
As Cahill chips that one into the zone. Boyko well out of the crease to play this one, and Fensterstock unable to win the foot race for the loose puck. Cahill able to hold the line and find it over to Onzai.
I don't know where the line is between lucky and good for Boyko there on that play on the side of the net. He was very close to a delay of game penalty, too, in the corner. Ford will take it away after a scrum behind Boyko's net. Goldowski and Leith chopped at that puck, so no icing here. The Mayhem defenseman will be able to change. Goldowski putting it to the blue line. Cahill poked it just by the reach of Beers. Something to keep an eye on that last dump in for Fayetteville. Instead of getting it deep, it went onto the wrist of Hayden Ford. And he shook his hand a little bit. Keep an eye on that as this game goes along. Face-off going to be in the neutral zone. 6:46 to go in the second period. Mayhem leading 3-2. A goal 21 seconds in, I should say, to the period. Michael Herrera between his legs beating Ryan Kenny. The feed from Michael Krupinski. And then the most recent goal, Mateo Ybarra from Noah Reutman and Justin Kelly. Mayhem moving into the zone here after the face-off win. Witherspoon putting it to the net front for Herrera, just out of his reach at the blue line. Beers is blown by. 3-on-1 develops.
As it's going to be picked up here, Trey Fetchko waiting, trying to get a pass across to the doorstep, and the net comes off here with 6:26 left to go.
I can't believe that Kyler Head wasn't able to put that one by Boyko. That was a great pass through a lot of traffic, almost no angle for Trey Fetchko, and it looked like there was room on the far post for Boyko to let that one by. The shorter goaltender, not as much of a reach on the downstairs department, but Kyler Head just couldn't get the right touch on it, and Evan Beers colliding with him there to prevent the play, also knocking the net off, so a D-zone draw coming up for Macon.
It'll be to the right of Boyko, Matt Wiesner, to take it here for the Marksmen. As the Mayhem control it.
Witherspoon, a good face-off win. This line's been all over the place here tonight. Herrera will carry right up the middle into the zone. Far side, Witherspoon, toe drag shot off the glass. Thought that one was going to go out of play. Deneen races to keep it the blue line, putting it down low, looking for Witherspoon, but it's intercepted by Fayetteville.
Monkovich will backhand that one here for Wiesner as it's thrown to the far corner, wrapped around the boards, but it'll go right to the tape of Fetchko, but a little too much heat, and now Macon carrying it the other way before it's quickly forced back here by Wilkie.
Numbers here as Herrera enters on the neutral zone pickup, and his shot right into the logo on Ryan Kenny's chest. That was a little bit of luck there for Noah Reutman on the rim attempt. It was right to Trey Fetchko. He just mishandled it.
This whistle coming with 5:50 remaining here in the second period. 3-1 Macon, as they have a pretty sizable lead in the shot column as well, and what's been a much better effort.
And a much needed effort from Macon here. One of my things that I talked about in the video board segment pregame was Mayhem just having to match the desperation of Fayetteville. They did not, in any sense of the imagination last night. Tonight they've been the more desperate team, and it shows.
McCrory able to swoop in and grab that puck after the battle up front. The headman feed just a little out of reach for Kyler Head, but he's able to get in front far enough to negate the icing, and a great use of the body there by Karana. Help hold the line as it's thrown in the slot. McCrory has it, trying to feed a backhand pass, but that one gets blocked. Trey Fetchko picking up that loose puck. He'll wrap that one below the goal line here for Kyler Head, and Head will work it up along the half wall before a pass here to the deep slot as Holmes has it, tries to throw it through the net, and that one grazing right through an open crease as the Mayhem clear it out of the zone. Messier getting tangled up here with Holmes at center ice.
Bringing Nathan Carl into the zone. Good play on that back check there by Noah Reutman, breaking up the centering pass by Trey Fetchko as Kenny will melt this one down. Good play, one-man forecheck by Nathan Carl. 4:44 to go in the second period. Mayhem leading 3-1 over Fayetteville.
Join the celebration as Minuteman Press Macon proudly celebrates 35-plus years of serving Middle Georgia with top-quality print media. Minuteman Press Macon is a full-service printing, marketing, and design center. We design, print, and promote you. From business cards to building signage, we've got you covered. Promotional products? No problem. Let's keep printing and growing together. Go Mayhem.
There's something big happening in the heart of Georgia. A unique college built for women by women. Wesleyan College, accelerating equality since 1836. More than a place of learning, it's a space for empowering future leaders. Women from across the globe come to experience what makes Wesleyan the best. With small classes and dedicated faculty, students receive world-class education. Find out why you belong at Wesleyan. Book your tour today.
Back to action here in Macon. Ozone draw coming up for the Mayhem, and Jake Goldowski, who's set to take the draw. Ybarra to his right, Welsh to his left. Ford and Allison along the blue line. 4:44 to go in the second period. Shots on goal, 26-8 Macon. Only one shot through the first 15 minutes of the second period for Fayetteville. Goldowski putting it down low, looking for Drew Welsh. Welsh cycles below for Ybarra, who's got the most recent goal here for Macon. Ybarra stick handling in a phone booth in the near corner. He's shoved by Anzai. He's turned and reversed course about 7 times now in the corner before working it to the blue line for Allison. Tipped on goal by Drew Welsh, and a save for Kenny. He's the only reason the Marksmen are still in this. as Ford walks to the slot on the backhand, walks back out to the blue line. Bothered here by Murphy, and Ford with the stick, keeping it below the goal line. Welsh will have the puck pop out to him on the far side boards. Looking for Allison, quick shot, looking for a tip, not on goal. Goldowski putting it back behind the net for Herrera. Welsh walking into it on the far corner. Looking for Allison, sending it to the end boards off the outside of Kenny's cage. And Fayetteville picks it back up as Leaf looking for a breakout pass. Intercepted by Goldowski, left at the dot for Herrera, and this one's fired out by Fayetteville. It's going to be icing as Allison gets there with 3:40 to go in the second period.
Yeah, a really tough period here for the Marksmen, especially as soon as they were able to get it out of their own zone. It results in an icing, and now they have a defensive zone draw with a pretty tired line out there.
Witherspoon going to take the O-zone draw this time around for the Mayhem. Mayhem wearing their black, blue, and green Okmulgee River Monsters jersey. Fayetteville wearing their road whites. As a shot from Krupinski goes to the end boards. Witherspoon picks it up off the skate of Holmes. Uses it as an assist to take it back to the boards. Here's Beers from the blue line. That shot blocked by the stick of Humphrey right up into the air. Beers got a stick in the midsection, and Krupinski will step into it in the defensive zone, picking the puck back up for Macon. Mishandled it for a moment, and Beers will work it back out to Witherspoon at the defensive zone blue line. Stretch pass, Herrera hammered there right in front of the penalty box by Wilkie. But Kelly keeps it low for Witherspoon. Heavy forecheck here for the Mayhem. The Marksmen eventually break it.
That was a nice takeaway by Wilkie to start this chance as Weezer's going to walk it in. He'll curl right around the top of the left circle before he's knocked off the puck. It'll be right around the blue line, somehow staying in the zone. But a lot of bodies right there. And the Marksmen will work it back over to Karan, who will feed it right to Wilkie. Now Wilkie back to Karan, who has it here on the left wing side, tipped into the zone by Wiesner, and it'll roll back into the trapezoid where Boyko will lift that one around.
McLachos, a touch pass for May. 2-on-2 break with Messier. Messier putting it down low for May. Those two connected once already tonight. Cycle for McLachos on the near side wall. McLachos to the blue line looking for Reutman. He'll dance to the backhand, but it's taken away by Marcus Fetchko.
Fetchko trying to saucer that back to himself. A good move, but Deneen able to get that next gear real quick.
McLachos, a good play with the stick here.
As it's hemmed up along the wall, looks like it's Wiesner able to spin and get control of it as he tries to free that one up here for Monkovic. Monkovic will kick that one right over to Fetchko. Worked up top. Here's Bergstrom with it, who's going to try and float one right to the net, but it's deflected here to the far corner where Monkovic has it, passing it right to the doorstep. Boyko making the save there as Monkovic has it here along the half wall, passed across Fetchko's shot. Sent here to the near corner where Monkovic had a piece of the rebound, but the Mayhem able to grab full control of it.
I don't even know that Boyko had to make a stop there. That was a good back check by Deneen, keeping with Wiesner the whole way to prevent that puck from getting in the back of the net. That was a good look for the Marksmen, their best of the period by far.
Is Monkovic shoved away from the puck.
Oh, here comes Goldowski into the zone, shoots over the crossbar. Good look for Goldie right after the neutral zone takeaway. Took it in all by himself. Along the boards, right in front of the Mayhem bench. It's still kept here by the Mayhem, and eventually it hops into their bench with 1:01 to go in the second period. The thing about this game, even with as lopsided as it's been for the Marksmen, you're just one goal away from it being a one-goal game. It's kind of the same thing that happened with the Mayhem in the first period when they were down 1-0. Sure, you're trailing. You didn't have the start that you wanted, but you're just one goal away. Obviously a 2-goal differential here, but one goal away from a one-goal game. It's a good motto for anyone to have in this situation. You know, they say the most dangerous lead in hockey. 1 minute left in the second after an O-zone face-off win for the Mayhem. Chris Mott helps them control. Tried to leave it in the corner for Goldowski, and now Fayetteville moving the other way with Trey Fetchko.
As it looked like it was Karan getting that one into the zone. He tried to feed it over to Kyler Head, but Boyko able to step back and clear that one away. Trey Fetchko intercepts it here at center ice. He'll cross it for Karan. Karan drops it back to Head, who winds up a shot. Blocked up front, and now it'll be sent out of the zone here by the Mayhem. not far enough for the icing as Kyler Head able to pick it up here at center ice, and he'll have it here on the left wing side. Swings it over to the right as it's Trey Fetchko dancing his way in. Tries a shot. It's blocked up front. And then on the follow-through, a lot of bodies there in the slot. Negate that.
Hayden Ford is hurt here for the Mayhem. The Mayhem are going to ice it with a couple seconds left, 5.9 to be exact, but he blocked a puck bad, and he couldn't get back to the bench. It's real lucky for the Mayhem right now that they're so close to the intermission, because he is hurting in a big way. He was able to still block that shot with a couple seconds left, and I tell you what, I have seen a lot of guys look better than Hayden Ford looks right now.
So 5.9 seconds left to go here in the period. A chance for the Marksmen with the offensive zone draw, but it looks like it's won back to Krupinski. He'll take a lap around his net, and that will wrap things up here for the middle frame. It's a 3-1 lead for the Mayhem, as they also have outshot the Marksmen 26-8.
And they're putting even more shots up on the board here for the Mayhem. By my count, I believe they outshot the Marksmen 11-1 in that second period. And they got 2 goals inside the first 2 minutes and 9 seconds of the second period to break the tie. And I tell you what, if the Marksmen don't turn this around, they are in danger of putting up the least shots on goal in a game by a SPHL team this season. So far, the record of this season is 13 shots in a single game. The Mayhem won a game with just 15 shots 3 weeks ago, but tell you what, this has been all Mayhem so far in this one, and Ryan Kenny deserves all the flowers for this one right now.
Yeah, absolutely, doing everything he can and some more to keep the Marksmen in this one. And one of the biggest keys we talked about last night was how Fayetteville kept it a perimeter game. Well, tonight it's been nothing but Macon, especially in the inside of the slot, making a lot of chaos. You saw the goal from Ybarra earlier on, and that was just a prime example.
Absolutely, and Fayetteville not able to get anything on the inside. It's kind of a taste of their own medicine from last night. Just about to start the second intermission. The Mayhem are 11-1 when leading after 2 periods this season. We'll see if they can hold on here in this one. 20 minutes to go. Do the Marksmen have a comeback in their bag? We'll see after this.
Want to dress like a pro while repping the Mayhem? Buy tickets for our Jersey Off the Back raffle for tonight's game. You'll get to meet the player and get the game-worn jersey right off of his back to take home for yourself. This opportunity is a staple at Mayhem games, and you can enter to win for every single home game for the Mayhem this season. Just go to our Dash Auction site and make sure to stake your claim today.
Are you thinking about starting a new career? The Georgia Department of Corrections is now hiring correctional heroes. Earn a competitive salary and advance your career through GDC. The agency is now hiring correctional officers, counselors, food service workers, and many more. Most positions require candidates to be 18 years of age or older, have a high school diploma or a GED. Positions are now available across the state of Georgia. Apply now at gdcjobs.com to learn more. GDC, one team.
Calling all kids ages 4 to 14. Do you want to join the official Macon Mayhem Kids Club presented by Texas Roadhouse? With perks such as the High Five Tunnel and exclusive events with the players, joining the Macon Mayhem Kids Club is the best way to get in the game. Visit maconmayhem.com today to learn more. Do you have a kid between the ages of 4 and 17 that wants to learn hockey? Well, the Macon Mini Mayhem program might be perfect for them. Mini Mayhem is an 8-session development program for kids of all ages and skill levels, led by the Mayhem players and coaches. If you want to learn more, visit the Macon Mayhem website today and register your child for the 2025-26 Mini Mayhem program. If you're a big jersey collector like me, then you love getting your hands on specialty jerseys, especially for your favorite team. Well, the Mayhem are fueling fans like you with our season-long jersey raffle this year. Tickets start at $5, and if you win at the end of the season, you'll take home one of all 12 specialty jerseys that the Mayhem wear this year. Make sure to follow our social media and make it out to the Macon Coliseum to see these bad boys in action, and don't wait to get in on the action for our season-long jersey raffle. Can't get enough of the Mayhem? Don't miss out on a minute of the action with Mayhem season tickets. Packages for the remainder of the 2025-26 season are still on sale and start at just $10 per game. Visit MaconMayhem.com to learn more and purchase yours today. Have a busy schedule that won't allow you to make it to every game? Try Mayhem Flex tickets. Starting at just $11 per game, Flex tickets give you 14 undated tickets that work around your schedule. Visit MaconMayhem.com to learn more today. Are you passionate about making Central Georgia a better place? Do you love hockey and enjoy all-out mayhem? If you said yes to both of these questions, then our Nonprofit of the Night program could be for you. Call our front office to be our Nonprofit of the Night for a Mayhem home game this year, and let us showcase you and your nonprofit to valuable members of our community. Let's go Mayhem.
Veterans Guardian provides a level of service that is unparalleled in the industry. Our mission is to help veterans navigate the VA disability process.
It changes their lives. It's not just the economics of an increased disability compensation. It's the recognition of what has happened to them and that it got recognized and that their service matters.
There's something big happening in the heart of Georgia. A unique college built for women by women, Wesleyan College, accelerating equality since 1836. More than a place of learning, it's a space for empowering future leaders. Women from across the globe come to experience what makes Wesleyan the best. With small classes and dedicated faculty, students receive world-class education. Find out why you belong at Wesleyan. Book your tour today.
If you're tuning in to the Macon Mayhem on the road, there's a good chance you're at Taco Mac. The Mayhem are excited to bring back the Taco Mac Friday 4-pack for the 25-26 season. This package comes with 4 center ice tickets to any Friday home game for the Macon Mayhem this season and a $25 Taco Mac gift card. For more information, visit MaconMayhem.com today. Have a large group or office in need of a fun night out? Consider the Macon Mayhem's Coca-Cola party decks for a future home game. These party decks seat 30 and can hold up to 45 of your friends, co-workers, or family. There's no better way to get up close and personal with the action, so make sure to learn more today at MaconMayhem.com. Join the celebration as Minuteman Press Macon proudly celebrates 35 plus years of serving Middle Georgia with top quality print media. Minuteman Press Macon is a full-service printing, marketing, and design center. We design, print, and promote you. From business cards to building signage, we've got you covered. Promotional products? No problem. Let's keep printing and growing together. Go Mayhem! Would like to extend a special thank you to Houston Clinic Orthopedics for being the official orthopedic provider of the Macon Mayhem. Visit one of their 15 Georgia locations for all of your orthopedic needs. Hey there, Mayhem fans. Make sure that you don't miss out on a second of the action at the Macon Coliseum this season. You can get tickets for every Mayhem home game on our website at MaconMayhem.com. You can also visit us at the Coliseum in person to avoid those fees that you pay on every ticketing website. The Mayhem are one of Macon's most affordable entertainment options and one of the most fun things that Central Georgia has to offer. So make sure that you join us the rest of the season at Macon Coliseum and get your tickets today. The Mayhem would like to extend a special thank you to Houston Clinic Orthopedics for being the official orthopedic provider of the Macon Mayhem. Visit one of their 15 Georgia locations for all of your orthopedic needs. Hey there, Mayhem fans. Make sure that you don't miss out on a second of the action at the Macon Coliseum this season. You can get tickets for every Mayhem home game on our website at MaconMayhem.com. You can also visit us at the Coliseum in person to avoid those fees that you pay on every ticketing website. The Mayhem are one of Macon's most affordable entertainment options and one of the most fun things that Central Georgia has to offer. So make sure that you join us the rest of the season at Macon Coliseum and get your tickets today. Join the celebration as Minuteman Press Macon proudly celebrates 35 plus years of serving Middle Georgia with top quality print media. Minuteman Press Macon is a full-service printing, marketing, and design center. We design, print, and promote you. From business cards to building signage, we've got you covered. Promotional products? No problem. Let's keep printing and growing together. Go Mayhem!
There's something big happening in the heart of Georgia. A unique college built for women by women. Wesleyan College, accelerating equality since 1836. More than a place of learning, it's a space for empowering future leaders. Women from across the globe come to experience what makes Wesleyan the best. With small classes and dedicated faculty, students receive world-class education. Find out why you belong at Wesleyan. Book your tour today.
If you're tuning in to the Macon Mayhem on the road, there's a good chance you're at Taco Mac. The Mayhem are excited to bring back the Taco Mac Friday 4-pack for the 25-26 season. This package comes with 4 center ice tickets to any Friday home game for the Macon Mayhem this season and a $25 Taco Mac gift card. For more information, visit maconmayhem.com today. Have a large group or office in need of a fun night out? Consider the Macon Mayhem's Coca-Cola Party Decks for a future home game. These party decks seat 30 and can hold up to 45 of your friends, co-workers, or family. There's no better way to get up close and personal with the action, so make sure to learn more today at maconmayhem.com. Want to dress like a pro while repping the Mayhem? Buy tickets for our Jersey Off the Back raffle for tonight's game. You'll get to meet the player and get the game-worn jersey right off of his back to take home for yourself. This opportunity is a staple at Mayhem games, and you can enter to win for every single home game for the Mayhem this season. Just go to our Dash Auction site and make sure to stake your claim today.
Are you thinking about starting a new career? The Georgia Department of Corrections is now hiring correctional heroes. Earn a competitive salary and advance your career through GDC. The agency is now hiring correctional officers, counselors, food service workers, and many more. Most positions require candidates to be 18 years of age or older, have a high school diploma or GED. Positions are now available across the state of Georgia. Apply now at gdcjobs.com to learn more. GDC, one team.
Back inside the Macon Coliseum, 40 minutes down, 20 to go, and what's been a night that appears to be nothing but mayhem, or River Monsters, if you will, with the rebrand night, as it's Macon with a 3-1 lead, and they also lead the shot department 28-8, where the Marksmen held to only 1 shot on goal in that second period.
Yeah, Gabe, that was, I mean, it's almost like we're watching the same game as yesterday, just in reverse. The difference here for the Marksmen is that instead of being up 4, they're only down 2. I mean, even despite how dominant of a performance this has been from Macon, there's still so much time, and for the Mayhem to, you know, slip a little bit, falter, let the Marksmen back into this one, and we'll see what kind of fight the Marksmen have in them in this one. This would be a huge 2 points for them. Even getting a point here would be huge to get 3 out of 6 on the weekend for the Marksmen. And the Mayhem, I mean, there's no way around it. They've got to hold on and win this game to get 2 points. They're 1 point ahead of the Marksmen in the standings right now. 9th and 10th. They could potentially move into a playoff spot tonight if they get some help going into next weekend. And we'll take that opportunity to look around the SPHL. Only one other game in action right now. Roanoke is up 1-0 on Knoxville. That is a good result for both of these two teams. And then the rest of the games tonight, Evansville and Quad City, Huntsville and Peoria, and Birmingham and Pensacola. Gabe, as we look ahead at the rest of the slate, one game tomorrow as well, Huntsville and Quad City. So both of these teams already having games in hand on Quad City. They're going to have another one after tomorrow afternoon's game against Huntsville. So this is a huge 2 points. There's no way around it for either team.
Yeah, and if you're one to look at the standings and who you need to cheer for, you really need Pensacola to take down Birmingham, and Roanoke making that one 2-0 just as we're talking about it. You also need Evansville to take down Quad City, and then you also realistically want Peoria to take care of the Huntsville Havoc. I do apologize. I think our good friend Jacob Murphy, the voice of the Havoc, is tuned in right now. But you see how Huntsville starting to slip a little bit as they have dropped 6 games in a row. So obviously you want a little bit of help from the top 4 teams in the league to make your path a little bit easier, especially when you're needing to get these points, as it's going to be really interesting just to see how the last, I would say, 12 or 13 games are going to shake out. And with it only being a 2-goal deficit for the Marksmen, I think they really need to hone in on this third period on being really attentive to the details. You know, you look at last night's game, they did really well at keeping it a perimeter game. I think if you keep it a perimeter game and you pick up the speed, especially in transition, you have yourself with some great chances. You know, Marcus Fetchko and Monkovic have had a couple of good ones as well. You've had some great speed from Graham McCrory as well.
Yeah, getting back to the speed game is definitely what the Marksmen need to do, get back to their game that they were successful with yesterday. That's got to be the game plan here. And you got to start taking some chances, jumping ahead, taking those stretch passes that worked out so well for you yesterday, seeing if you can get back to that. We'll take another quick break here in Macon. 3-1, the Mayhem with a lead over the Marksmen through 2, third period coming up next.
Want to dress like a pro while repping the Mayhem? Buy tickets for our Jersey Off the Back raffle for tonight's game. You'll get to meet the player and get the game-worn jersey right off of his back to take home for yourself. This opportunity is a staple at Mayhem games, and you can enter to win for every single home game for the Mayhem this season. Just go to our Dash Auction site and make sure to stake your claim today.
Are you thinking about starting a new career? The Georgia Department of Corrections is now hiring correctional heroes. Earn a competitive salary and advance your career through GDC. The agency is now hiring correctional officers, counselors, food service workers, and many more. Most positions require candidates to be 18 years of age or older, have a high school diploma or GED. Positions are now available across the state of Georgia. Apply now at gdcjobs.com to learn more. GDC, one team.
Calling all kids ages 4 to 14. Do you want to join the official Macon Mayhem Kids Club presented by Texas Roadhouse? With perks such as the High Five Tunnel and exclusive events with the players, joining the Macon Mayhem Kids Club is the best way to get in the game. Visit MaconMayhem.com today to learn more. Do you have a kid between the ages of 4 and 17 that wants to learn hockey? Well, the Macon Mini Mayhem program might be perfect for them. Mini Mayhem is an 8-session development program for kids of all ages and skill levels, led by the Mayhem players and coaches. If you want to learn more, visit the Macon Mayhem website today and register your child for the 2025-26 Mini Mayhem program. If you're a big jersey collector like me, then you love getting your hands on specialty jerseys, especially for your favorite team. Well, the Mayhem are fueling fans like you with our season-long jersey raffle this year. Tickets start at $5, and if you win at the end of the season, you'll take home one of all 12 specialty jerseys that the Mayhem wear this year. Make sure to follow our social media and make it out to the Macon Coliseum to see these bad boys in action, and don't wait to get in on the action for our season-long jersey raffle. Can't get enough of the Mayhem? Don't miss out on a minute of the action with Mayhem season tickets. Packages for the remainder of the 2025-26 season are still on sale and start at just $10 per game. Visit MaconMayhem.com to learn more and purchase yours today. Have a busy schedule that won't allow you to make it to every game? Try Mayhem Flex tickets. Starting at just $11 per game, Flex tickets give you 14 undated tickets that work around your schedule. Visit MaconMayhem.com to learn more today. Are you passionate about making Central Georgia a better place? Do you love hockey and enjoy all-out mayhem? If you said yes to both of these questions, then our Nonprofit of the Night program could be for you. Call our front office to be our Nonprofit of the Night for a Mayhem home game this year, and let us showcase you and your nonprofit to valuable members of our community. Let's go Mayhem.
Veterans Guardian provides a level of service that is unparalleled in the industry. Our mission is to help veterans navigate the VA disability process.
It changes their lives. It's not just the economics of an increased disability compensation. It's the recognition of what has happened to them and that it got recognized and that their service matters.
There's something big happening in the heart of Georgia. A unique college built for women by women, Wesleyan College.
It is winning time here in Macon. It's do or die for both of these teams, really. 3-1, the Mayhem lead, moving left to right here in the third period as Witherspoon wins the draw and we're underway. I'm Graham Tuck, voice of the Mayhem, joined by Gabe Daniel, voice of the Fayetteville Marksmen, as the Mayhem enter the zone with a 2-goal lead right off the bat here in the third period. They're forced back out to their own end as Michael Krupinski will set things up. Over the defensive zone looking for Beers. He puts it up the ice for Herrera. Now finds Krupinski once more on the near side, skates into the zone. He's got an assist tonight, shoots on to Kenny, glove save, rebound hopped away from him, and he gets back to it. Krupinski and Wiesner with some pleasantries on the far side corner, but eventually things calm down. 25 seconds left. There's 25 seconds gone, I should say, in the third period. Shots now 29-8 Macon here in this one.
Yeah, just in that first 25 seconds, it looked like Fayetteville doing a little bit of a better job trying to force those shots to the outside. Not the most traditional look there by Krupinski, who threw that one right on Kenny.
A face-off win in the offensive zone for the Mayhem. Ford, a shot through traffic. Oh, it got deflected in front, but never had to make a save, Ryan Kenny. A takedown there for Holmes, and he turned it over. That was Ybarra losing it as Goldowski slams it back into the zone.
As it'll be a headman pass here for McCrory, left wing side. Shot from the top of the left circle, sailing wide, but a nice poke check here by Leith to at least hold the zone before Macon brings it right back out. Good
strong play by Allison to fight off the stick checking from McCrory and eventually be able to muscle it into the zone.
As Holmes will cross it to Leith. He found it up over to Fetchko. Top of the left circle, kicked away here by Boyko. And that puck's into the near corner. Is the Mayhem able to get it out of the zone, batted out of the air by Wilkie, and the Mayhem touch it.
That is a big rebound surrendered there by Boyko. He hasn't seen rubber in a long time, so definitely want to try to get more pucks on the pillows if you're Fayetteville and try to regain some momentum here in the third. Game not out of reach, but the Mayhem with the puck here as Messier at the red line has his entry pass taken away from him. Wanted a tripping call, not going to get it.
As Karan walks it into the zone, he'll spin around to throw that one into the trap as Wade Monkovich upended off the puck, and Wiesner able to regather that one up top for Holmes. Now Wiesner with it here in the corner, dropped it, one-time shot, just missing the net. Beautiful feed over to Marcus Fetchko. Monkovich heckled off the puck here in the corner as it's worked up over. Now back into the near corner it goes, held in by Fetchko before it's
a 2-on-1. Witherspoon with Messier. He's got it. He scores! Max Messier's got two, and it's a 4-1 lead for Macon. First pro goal, second pro goal, and the big man's got the Mayhem in front by 3.
And there you see it, Macon able to beat Fayetteville in transition. That was great patience there by Witherspoon to just hold on to it before he found it over to Messier on the left wing side, and just like that, it's now 4-1.
I'll tell you what, Gabe, this game may have saved the River Monsters brand, because the way that the first two games went last year and last night, the River Monsters as a team were outscored 10-3 in 2 games, and I tell you what, this is a much different River Monsters team than the one we saw yesterday. .2:21 time of the goal. Messier from Witherspoon. It's Witherspoon's second point of the night. He's up to 34 on the season. 11 goals, 23 assists now for number 19. He is having a career year in his second pro season.
Now Wilkie here on the left wing side as that puck gets slapped off the boards. It'll fall here into the Macon zone. Kyler Head chops one on net, and the rebound collected here as it's up to McCrory, spinning around, fighting off a stick battle, tries to work it up top. Trey Fetchko did a good job holding the line, and now here come the Mayhem with numbers.
McLaco's cross ice, looking for Ybarra. It just rolled on him. Goldowski, a good entry there, and Ybarra goes down in the far corner. Slow to get up. He's going to gather his bearings as Fayetteville moves the other way.
Wilkie crossing it over to Leith, who tried to find it back to Wilkie, but it goes off his skate and back into the neutral zone where McCrory will dump it back below the goal line as his team was.
I believe there's going to be a penalty there. It's going to be Ybarra for the second time tonight for a slash, and that's a great way to let Fayetteville right back into this one.
As you see, the Boo Birds not the happiest with that one. Fayetteville having a tougher season on the man advantage, really needs a strike right here.
Fayetteville with an 11.6% power play coming into the night. They're 0 for 1. Ybarra's second minor penalty of the night. And that's maybe a little bit retaliatory after the hit he took on the other end. Something to note here for the penalty kill. This is the first time in probably a month plus that I've seen someone other than Jake Goldowski take the opening draw on the penalty kill, and he can't win it.
As Monkovich was able to touch that one back to Wilkie, to Humphrey at the hash marks. Now Wilkie working it across to Marcus Fetchko before it's back down low to Monkovich. He'll work it top of the circle, through one on net. And Boyko wasn't expecting that one, but great hustle by Wilkie to keep the line. And Kyler Head with a deflection on the doorstep sent it over the net, but Marcus Fetchko with it here. Cross ice feed to Wilkie through traffic. And that one wide of the net, but Humphrey able to slap that one to Wilkie, who works it to Monkovich as Humphrey will fly into the board battle to help them out. Humphrey getting muscled off the puck. We'll get some help here from Kyler Head as it's wrapped around to Monkovich. Up top, a shot by Wilkie. Save made, puck still loose, and Boyko able to weather the storm and get the whistle here with 15:24 left to go here.
Yeah, that's a huge stop for Boyko. Hayden Ford had lost his glove. He had to kind of shy out of the way of contact, put his right hand behind his back. It's an interesting starting unit for that penalty kill there. The unit that normally starts the kill, Goldowski and McLakos among the forwards, will hop over the boards now, but Connor May couldn't win the first draw of the kill. 50 seconds gone. They did the job, though.
So it looks like false start off of this draw. They'll have to switch. It looks like Onzai will go in for Finsterstock as it's tossed right over to Murphy, but too many bodies in the way. He can't get a clear shot off. Now Onzai and Finsterstock real quick to help out with the battle here along the boards as it's held in. At the top of the point, Karan playing catch here with Trey Fetchko as it's worked back down low. Up top, it's Finsterstock shooting one over the net, and Onzai on the rebound tries to work it up top here to Karan.
Oh boy,
off the puck.
A shorthanded breakaway for Jake Goldowski. Oh, he shot it wide. That would have been the first shorthanded tally of the year for Macon, and he just couldn't hit the net.
As it'll now be skated up here by Murphy. Enters on the left wing side, trying to drop it back for Fetchko. Left it here for Karan through traffic. Deflection up front, and Boyko makes the save. And he's real quick to get away from the crease. As that will go ahead and send us to a timeout here on the ice. We'll take one as well. It's 4-1 River Monsters here with 14:39 left to go here in the third period.
Accelerating equality since 1836. More than a place of learning, it's a space for empowering future leaders. Women from across the globe come to experience what makes Wesleyan the best. With small classes and dedicated faculty, students receive world-class education. Find out why you belong at Wesleyan. Book your tour today.
If you're tuning in to the Macon Mayhem on the road, there's a good chance you're at Taco Mac. The Mayhem are excited to bring back the Taco Mac Friday 4-pack for the 25-26 season. This package comes with 4 center ice tickets to any Friday home game for the Macon Mayhem this season and a $25 Taco Mac gift card. For more information, visit MaconMayhem.com today. Have a large group or office in need of a fun night out? Consider the Macon Mayhem's Coca-Cola Party Decks for a future home game. These party decks seat 30 and can hold up to 45 of your friends, co-workers, or family.
Back at the Macon Coliseum, Gabe Daniel alongside Graham Tuck as the Marksmen win this offensive zone draw. They have just under 30 seconds left here on their power play as it's Wilkie in the deep slot. He'll swing it over to the right for Marcus Fetchko before it's back to Wilkie, to Marcus. Shoots one wide of the net. That was a good look as it will ride the boards out of the zone. Ryan Kinney coming well out of the crease to settle that one, and it'll be picked up here by Wilkie as the Mayhem back to full strength. Wilkie cross ice up to Fetchko, who tried to chip it into the zone, lost control, and now the Mayhem poke it back into the Fayetteville zone. It'll be back to Holmes, who will work it up to Monkovic. Monkovic was trying to get a pass over to Fetchko, but Boyko steps that one up to send it out of the zone, but it'll go right to the tape of Monkovic, who works it across to Holmes. Tipped into the zone here by Wiesner.
Shots on goal, 36-15 Macon here in this one. And the good news for Fayetteville is that they've almost doubled their shot total for the game here in the third period. Not even 7 minutes gone in the final frame. And this one is going to be iced by Evan Beers and the Mayhem. They hold a 3-goal lead thanks to Max Messier extending the lead here in the third. 2:21 time of the goal. His first career goal and his second career goal coming here tonight. He scored the first and the most recent.
So Fayetteville, another offensive zone draw, as they could really use a win back to try and get a shot on net here. As it looked like McCrory kind of got tangled up, and May gets caught up high as he's going to labor his way to the bench, as Kyler Head will bring it up as he's met there along the boards in front of the benches. Passed over to McCrory, who fired that one into the zone, but it goes off a skate, and now here comes Macon with it as they lost control. Holmes will work it over to Leith. Leith up to McCrory, had to kick it back to the blade of his stick, where Holmes will work it across to McCrory once more. He'll fire that one in over the net. It'll go off the glass and right to Deneen.
Mayhem moving the other way. McLachos with an exit pass for Welsh. He's bodied off the puck there by Holmes. Welsh did good just to keep the puck in control. McLachos had it go off of his abdomen and to the end boards as Welsh falling to the ice. Lost the puck to McCrory and the Marksmen with puck here as kept in possession, nearly keeping the zone too. McLachos. Ford will skate across the blue line here. 12:28 to go in the third as Welsh's shot from the blue line is into the glove of Ryan Kenny, who holds on there.
And that was a really good shift by Welsh, who held the line and even had a good opportunity there, able to embrace the hit and make a play.
Mayhem just got to keep living in the offensive zone here the rest of the way. Hefty lead, 4-1. Goals from Messier, Herrera, Ybarra, and Messier again in order. Second of two games is the Okmulgee River Monsters, and I think River Monsters Messier might need to be studied here coming up soon.
Off the draw was Marcus Fetchko, who brought that one into the zone, but a quick turnover in the defensive zone.
Witherspoon got the pass off the boards from Kelly on the entry. Herrera trying to keep the puck in control for Macon, kept at the blue line by Ford. And a laser beam into the glove of Ryan Kenny from the blue line. No traffic in front. 12:05 to go in the third. Mayhem moving left to right here in the third. Marksman moving right to left. Faceoff going to be to the blocker side of the right-handed catching Ryan Kenny. Good to see Connor May back out there after he looked a little bit hampered going back to the bench. It's Nathan Carl on his left and Messier on his right. And you can't speak enough about the depth scoring from the Mayhem here tonight. Without those two goals from Messier, this is a 2-1 game and something that both teams are sweating down the stretch, but a 4-1 lead thanks to two goals, first two of the season for Messier.
As Finsterstock brought that one into the zone, threw it to himself in the corner, then he's rocked off the puck, and that'll get a rise from the Macon faithful as it's worked back up top. Here's Leith with it, tries a shot, but it's blocked, and it'll go into the trapezoid where onside's the first one there. Had to throw it back to himself here in the far corner. where it's going to be a battle along the boards. Messier coming out with it, and he'll leave that one here in the trapezoid. As it looks like that one gets deflected up and out of play. We get a whistle here with 11:31 remaining in regulation. Fayetteville will have another offensive zone draw. As McCrory wins that one right back to Trey Fetchko, who tried to send it to the point here for Karan, but it's poked out of the zone. As it looked like Allison's clearance goes right to the tape of Wilkie, who worked it across to Karan, tipped into the zone here by Trey Fetchko. And back here at center ice with it is Karan.
Good play here by Mott on the forecheck, able to put it around the boards. And Goldowski on the far side wall will pin it there. 2 marksmen on him. Looking for a way to get it to Welsh. He does. Drop pass, backhanded variety to Deneen at the blue line. Now Mott ranges over near side boards. Humphrey there for the marksman. And eventually it'll be McCrory taking it out.
Is that one wrapped around here to Karan? The headman feed will bounce just out of the reach of Humphrey as that one gets slapped back into the Fayetteville zone. Wilkie tries another stretch pass, sent the other way. Now Holmes with it will backhand that one over as Wilkie has it here. Settling it here for Holmes, up over to Trey Fetchko as that one tipped into the zone. Boyko will leave that one here for Reutman. Back to Deneen, who's going to pass that one up to the right wing side. It'll roll all the way in, and Kenny and Leith able to steer that one away. Holmes up over to Head. Head will sweep that one over to the right wing side as Ryan Leith will play that one around the boards. Boyko able to slow that puck down, but Kyler Head able to at least jam it to the near corner before it's Beers taking it away. He'll play it around the boards. Herrera, a nice drop pass up to Kelly, who connects here to Witherspoon. And Witherspoon will work it back here into the neutral zone before a cross-corner dump-in is picked up here by Holmes. Leith trying to spin around, and he'll sweep that over to Holmes, up to Head, who was just going to loft that one up into the air, and it fell down right to the tape of Marcus Fetchko. Before the marksmen try to battle it right back out, it's going to be Bergstrom with it, trying to pass it over to the right wing side. A nice poke check by Bergstrom to try and win it back, as Marcus Fetchko was able to strip that one away as he just threw it into the Macon zone.
Ford looking up the ice for Messier, who's on hat-trick watch suddenly. 9:03 to go in the third. And Nathan Carl does well just to get it into the zone for Macon.
As it's picked up here by Bergstrom, he'll work it over to Wilkie before Murphy will throw that one right on net, and Boyko steers that over to the left wing side.
McLachos, oh wow, I thought he was negating icing there. That one got a rise out of the crowd. It'll take us to a timeout, so benefit for Macon. They won't be able to change, but they do get a whistle. 8:45 to go in the third. Macon with a 4-1 lead over Fayetteville.
The Mayhem would like to extend a special thank you to Houston Clinic Orthopedics for being the official orthopedic provider of the Macon Mayhem. Visit one of their 15 Georgia locations for all of your orthopedic needs. Hey there, Mayhem fans. Make sure that you don't miss out on a second of the action at the Macon Coliseum this season. You can get tickets for every Mayhem home game on our website at maconmayhem.com. You can also visit us at the Coliseum in person to avoid those fees that you pay on every ticketing website. The Mayhem are one of Macon's most affordable entertainment options and one of the most fun things that Central Georgia has to offer. So make sure that you join us the rest of the season at Macon Coliseum and get your tickets today. Join the celebration as Minuteman Press Macon proudly celebrates 35 plus years of serving Middle Georgia with top quality print media.
Back inside the Macon Coliseum, Gabe Daniel alongside Graham Tuck. It was an icing call that sent us to the break where the Marksmen have an offensive zone draw here. As 8:45 remains here in regulation. It's Macon with the 4-1 lead as it's won back over to Holmes. who sends it around the boards. Back behind the net with it now is Monkovic. As it's going to be a battle here in the corner as it is just sealed up along the wall. You have Monkovic and Wiesner trying to fight it loose. It'll finally find its way over to Wiesner before it's worked up top. Ryan Leaf sending that one back below the goal line here for Monkovic, trying to spin around and kick that puck away. He has Wiesner right there to help him out. Allison there to help out Ford. As Monkovic will pick it up back below the net, and a wraparound shot gets blocked up front. Not sure if it was Boyko or a defenseman there. As the Mayhem control it from behind their own net, they try to get an outlet pass to connect, but Holmes, a good stick tie up, a shot up front here by Fetchko as Boyko gets ran, and no penalty will be called as play continues.
I can't believe that one didn't roll in. Boyko was all the way in his net and with his pad just able to keep it out.
As Allison able to send that one out of the zone. No icing, so the Mayhem able to get a much needed change there as it'll be carried up here by Leaf. He'll work it over to Fetchko as the Marksmen are trying to get a platoon swap themselves as it's up to Wilkie. Jammed into the zone here by Head as the Mayhem try to work it back out. Kyler Head getting a stick on it. But the Mayhem able to fire that one here to the Fayetteville zone. Now Karan with it. Works it over to Head on the left wing side. That one dumped in back behind the net.
That last chance for the Marksmen, kind of like, am I remembering correctly, Kyle Burrows for the Vancouver Canucks? It just went right up into the air, came back down, and a chance in the slot. A lot of net front there, and Boyko with a very good stop. This is the best push of the game so far for the Marksmen as Reutman took a puck up high. Mayhem struggling to clear their zone here.
As it looks like McCrory was trying to jam that one right back over to Head, and now here comes Kelly with it. He'll just elect to backhand that one into the Mayhem zone and back behind the net. The Marksman will pick it up as it's Wilkie. Cross-ice feed here for Karan. Up over to Onzai, who tips that one out of play, and we get a whistle here with 6:23 remaining in the final frame.
This is a good performance from the Mayhem, but they can't be complacent here with the 4-1 lead. 6:23 to go, as you mentioned, Gabe, and this is where the Mayhem can't play on their heels. They've got to push because a goal for Fayetteville all of a sudden makes this very interesting.
It looks like off the draw, Onzai was trying to win that one back, but Macon controls it. As they'll fire that one in, a rolling puck. Kenny will step out to play that one as he just banks it off the boards. And a one-touch feed goes up to Onzai as it's a cross over for Murphy now. Murphy waiting, able to dangle it to himself, and a kick save made by Boyko as that one's in the corner. Murphy trying to leave that one here for Humphrey.
Nasty move by Murphy.
There's more physicality in the corner. Not sure why that's not going to get called. A shot up front, it's blocked. And now here come the Mayhem. Intercepted here at center ice. Blake Holmes will elect to fire that one in. Boyko will make the save here as we're going to get some pushing and shoving. Boyko throwing a jab. As the intensity here in the last 5.5 minutes or so might ramp up a little bit more just from Shane Murphy there in the corner.
Yeah, that one was interesting. It was Krupinski who ended up taking the fall, and Humphrey got right to the, I think it was Humphrey, might have been Murphy, got right to the slot, and he had a one-timer chance, just fanned on the shot. I think it was Murphy because he just went to grab some loose equipment over there, and he's going to head back to the bench with it, but what a look that was for Murphy. He could have cut this to a 2-goal game and wasn't able to do so. Marksmen still in their offensive zone here, though. 5:38 to go in the third.
So the offensive zone draw for Fayetteville to the right of Boyko gets tossed up.
And Welsh through the neutral zone. He's going to send it in here. Bergstrom collides with Welsh along the end boards. Monkovic picks it up for Fayetteville, right to the stick of Welsh out of midair. He batted it down, good hand-eye. And The Mayhem going to take their foot off the gas a little bit and back check.
Is Bergstrom able to help with that outlet pass as it'll be picked up here by Welsh.
McLachos chopped at it, trying to get it by Bergstrom, and Fayetteville picks it right back up in their defensive end. Under 5 to play now in the third.
So Monkovic up over to Trey Fetchko, walks it in, a shot save made by Boyko, cleared but not out as Holmes is going to hold the line. Drive by Leith, blocked up front, and Leith is able to play it over to the right wing side. As that one's passed down low, they try to feed it over to Wiesner, and now here come the Mayhem with it.
What a sequence by Reutemann there. He had the block and then stepped into it. Thought he was going to try for a break, but a smart play. He just held up in the neutral zone, got it ahead to Witherspoon, who enters now. Pass across the ice to Kelly. Now to Neen from the blue line, looking for a tip from Witherspoon. Krupinski off the bench, one-timer off the inboards, threw it right into the wrist of Leith. Now Kenny holds on, rebound still there. It's off the inboards glass. Leith still down in the high slot as Herrera tried to chip it to Witherspoon. Along the inboards it goes, and Trey Fetchko around the wall. It's poked by Beers by Wilkie. He's going to trip up Wilkie. And Michael Krupinski not going to touch this one. Going to make Fayetteville pressure him a little bit. And now the Mayhem will go to their third penalty kill of the game. Are they going to send someone else here?
And it looks like
Did they just eject Michael Herrera? What is happening here? Oh, yeah, he's giving it. He is giving it to the official. And Herrera's going to pump up the crowd on his way back to the locker room. His night is over, but a 4-1 lead with 4:04 to go. We'll keep it here on the break. He must have said something to the official. I may be a little biased from the Mayhem perspective, but I don't think that was a penalty on Evan Beers. The puck was right there when Wilkie chipped it by him, and Beers just playing the body.
Yeah, you know, it certainly looked like just unfortunate body placement and timing for that play to happen. But either way, it looks like it will be a Marksman power play here with 4:04 left to go, as we are at the last timeout of the night. So barring a miracle, it looks like Macon will try to just clear the puck and chew away half of the remaining time.
Going to be interesting to see how this one shakes out in terms of penalty minutes here, and especially manpower. They've got 2 minutes on the board to Beers for the initial penalty. Officials have been relatively tight-lipped in this one so far, all weekend really, but the Mayhem not having a power play so far in this one, and they're about to go to their third penalty kill of the game. It does not appear there will be an additional penalty against Michael Herrera.
Yeah, I think it might just be the 10-minute for abusive official, which won't show up on the scoreboard, and it won't benefit the Marksmen with the man advantage. But the Mayhem without Herrera for the last 4 minutes, 4 seconds of this game, as it's passed over to McCrory off the draw. Up top, it's Fetchko, a one-time feed, and Monkovic has it here in the corner. Up top, cross ice, here's McCrory looking for a backdoor feed. That was Humphrey trying to feed it across. As it's passed back around, battling for it was Head, but the Mayhem able to take it away.
Here we go.
Skate it over, and now it's going to be Kelly on the left wing side.
Out in front for May, short-handed. Oh, did he score? No, it's off the post, but he did draw a penalty. The Mayhem with two of their best shorthanded chances of the year, and the slashing call against Humphrey is going to kill the penalty for the Mayhem. That's the kind of night it's been. I believe it was Humphrey who couldn't settle the pass from Monkovic on the back door, goes the other way and takes a penalty. And that will make the Mayhem 3 for 3 on the penalty kill tonight. I thought when you go to that power play for the Marksmen, you might think about pulling Kenny to make it 6-on-4 and try to cut the lead down, but nothing there. And now it'll be 4-on-4 with 3:33 to go in the third.
Yeah, so 4-on-4 for a minute, 29 seconds. So when Beers is out of the box, it'll be about 31 seconds of power play time for the Mayhem.
Witherspoon wins the draw in the offensive zone. Krupinski racing to keep successfully, putting it down the wall. Carl pulls it out from the boards. Good job working it up to the blue line for Krupinski. Through traffic to the end boards it goes. Rebound was there on the far side after it missed Kenny's net. And the Marksmen moving the other way, shorthanded. 4-on-4, I should say.
As it looked like the Marksmen a little offside there. You had Graham McCrory coming down on the right wing side, just a step ahead of the play, and well, we'll get another face-off here in the neutral zone right outside of the Mayhem end. 3:13 left to go. It's a 4-1 lead for Macon. In a game where both teams desperately need points. As off the draw was over to Fetchko, who tried to chop it into the zone, but the Mayhem quickly work it back.
Into the zone it goes. The Mayhem offside. I'm not quite sure how, but Goldowski will have to reset. He and McClakos just a bit too eager. A good performance here in the third period by Josh Boyko. Some big pushes from the Marksmen. They definitely, I'd say they probably deserved a goal in this third period, at least one. Might have been too little too late, but especially after the performance we saw from the Mayhem last night, this is a big bounce back win for them. At least it's shaping up to be with 3 minutes left and a 3-goal lead. Behind the net it goes, and Goldowski will get there around the wall. The Marksman trying to clear, cannot. Goldowski holds at the blue line, right into the glove of Ryan Kenny. With 43 seconds left, and Krupinski a little chop at Kenny. Monkovic didn't like it too much. 2:47 left in the third period. It'll be a power play for the Mayhem, and 43 seconds when Evan Beers is out of the box. A short-lived one before Blake Humphrey is released. Wonder if we're going to see any ice time for Max Messier down the stretch here on hat trick watch. Who thought we'd be saying that tonight, Gabe?
Yeah, no, we talked about it last night. Messier more known for laying the body and dropping the gloves. Well, tonight he was able to make an impact where it really mattered the most.
The goals in this one for Macon. Messier in the first, then Herrera to take the lead. 4 unanswered goals from the Mayhem. Ybarra made it 3-1, and then Messier again in the third, making it 4-1.
Now Trey Fetchko for the Marksmen here on the left wing side, able to spin off a hit and work it here to the corner as he was trying to find it over to Karan.
Up the ice it goes. Witherspoon, one man to beat. It's Holmes. Gonna flip it to himself, and a good stick check there from Holmes. Witherspoon slammed into the corner boards, and he'll bounce off of them quickly and head back on the back check.
As it was Wiesner trying to feed that over to Holmes. He'll work it over to Karan, and Karan works it up to Wiesner, who's going to enter the zone here from the center. As it's worked over to Trey Fetchko, a shot punched in the air here by Boyko, deflected up front, and Boyko somehow keeps that one out, and the rolling puck finds its way over to Kelly as the Mayhem are back to full strength.
That is a bounce that Josh Boyko might not have gotten last night, just based on the way the puck was rolling.
As Wilkie fires that one in on net, punched away by Boyko. Wilkie still with it here in the corner as the Mayhem able to take it away.
Humphrey out of the box. It's back to 5-on-5. May taken down, no call there. As Messier picks it up. Down to the corner. It rolls, and it'll be Ford hustling after it. Unable to keep the puck. Actually, he does take it away from Humphrey. 1:20 to go here in the third. Mayhem with a 4-1 lead. Carl putting it down low for Allison in their own zone. Messier along the near side wall, working it up. It's poked along by Carl. No icing here as the Marksmen pick it up in their own end.
Karan feeding it over to Holmes, who tried an outlet pass here for McCrory, but that'll drop down right here at center ice before it's fired back in. Ryan Kinney will settle it back behind the net. He'll pass it over to the left here for Karan. Holmes sweeping that one over to McCrory, entering the zone on the right wing side. At the hash marks, he's knocked off the puck, and a battle here in the corner as Trey Fetchko jumps in to try and help keep it in. Now Marcus with it, as here come the Mayhem again.
2-on-1 for the Mayhem. Goldowski shoots, had McClakos on the back door, opted for the shot instead. He's got a good shot, don't mind him using it in that situation. Mott down low for Goldie on the backhand, stop by Kenny. Stick handles, put it through the crease. Mott will pick it up. The Mayhem still pushing here, up 3 with 20 seconds left. Mott will take it out of the corner, behind the net to the defenseman Deneen. It's poked away. 10 seconds left to go. Noah Reutman will put it into the Marksman bench accidentally with 7.2 to go, and that should do it for this one, Gabe.
Yeah, and it's got to be a huge confidence booster here for the Mayhem, especially tonight. You're able to bounce back after 2 tough goes in the nights prior, and also some much-needed points in the standings, and also you have a good feeling heading into these next important games.
13 games left this season for both teams as Fayetteville wins the one last center ice face-off, but that will pretty much do it for this one as Boyko makes one last save, and the River Monsters win for the first time. And the Mayhem get a big 4-1 win over the Fayetteville Marksmen here in Macon. Gabe, that was a win that both teams needed. There's still something to take for both of these teams, though, both of them getting 2 points on the weekend. And that's pretty much been the story of how it's been between Macon and Fayetteville over the last 2 seasons since Macon was acquired by Chuck Norris, and the Norris family and the leadership of both teams sharing a lot. Obviously, you and I calling the games together this weekend, but it's been the kind of thing where these 2 teams hardly ever play each other, and it's not a fun one. So last night, the biggest goal differential of a game between Macon and Fayetteville in the last 2 seasons. This one also a pretty big one, but 5 more meetings between these 2 teams the rest of the way, and they should all be pretty fun.
Yeah, no, and if you're the Marksmen, you gotta, forget about this one and look ahead. You have some really huge games coming up against Quad City next weekend on the road. Then you come back home and you see Roanoke again for the school day game, and then you have 2 more that same weekend at home against the Quad City Storm. So a lot more to go. Nothing is quite over quite yet.
Yeah, the Mayhem back in action next weekend on Friday night against the Birmingham Bulls. A big 2-game set between 2 teams right in the heat of the playoff race. The Mayhem, for the moment, jump back up into a playoff position. They'll keep an eye on the Quad City Storm score with the Evansville Thunderbolts. Later tonight, the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs have gone up 3-0 on the Knoxville Ice Bears, so that is a big score for both of these teams, rooting for Roanoke in that one. Birmingham and Pensacola still scoreless. Evansville and Quad City as well. Huntsville and Peoria scoreless as we wrap up this one. We'll take a throw down to the ice for our 3 stars. That'll do it for us here in the booth. The Mayhem win this one 4-1 over the Fayetteville Marksmen.
And now, fans, it's time for the Oklahoma River Monsters 3 stars of the game, presented by the Georgia Department of Corrections. The 3rd star from the River Monsters, number 13, Mateo Guevara. The 2nd star from the River Monsters, number 14, Michael Herrera. And the 1st star from the River Monsters with his first 2 professional goals,